what's going on, everyone? This is okay. Now, hey, what's going on? This is Dalton Adult 95 coming with another one of these recap videos. Today, we're taking a look at the news for the end part of January, going into the Megacon reveals at the beginning of this month, February. So, hello, Daniel Rocha or Roca. I still keep butchering that name. I want to keep saying Roca, so I'll just say Roca. I don't know if that's correct or not. But anyways, Alan, why don't you introduce yourself to where else we can find you, and might as well go ahead and get into what you got this week.
Okay, so Alan or or Alan, or I'm known as here on YouTube as Werewolf Finder, both at Werewolf Finder and at Werewolf Finder Gaming here on YouTube. We've been and I'm currently streaming through all the flipping Transformers games. We're currently on Transformers the game based off the 07 movie.
I missed that game.
Huh?
I missed that game.
Oh man, it's like I'm playing as Barricade right now, and he is so jank because like there's been multiple times where I've already been climbing up buildings and he just glitches out and just kind of just twitches all over across the building. And,
I had that happen with Ironhide a lot.
If I can get him to climb a building. Oh hi Daniel. And we already played through. To some's yay or nay, we already got done playing. We got done playing War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. We basically got the good ones out of the way. And yeah, we're gonna be playing through the rest of them. But what we got this week is tiny. I think the only thing I got, well, not this week, ever since the last podcast, I think I only got oh no, I got two things. I got is it two things? Three things. I got three things. I had to do the whole week. I got what's it called? Origins? The saucer Bumblebee.
Oh yeah, Origin Bumblebee.
Yeah, we got Origin Bumblebee, Ramjet, and Armada Sideswipe.
Wheeljack.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sideswipe's the Nissan Skyline.
No, it's the Sideswipe mold that I'm thinking of.
I know. I'm just saying Armada Sideswipe is a Nissan Skyline.
Oh.
Voiced by Double D from Ed, Edd n Eddy.
No.
Yeah, it's Sam Vincent, and then you got I can't remember what's his name as Fred, and Carlos was voiced by Matt Hill. Same with Ironhide.
Well, I mean, what was it? I can't remember. It was the chunky kid from Armada.
Yeah, Fred.
Yeah, I mean, he was not. Yeah, he wasn't really doing a like even as a kid, I was like, that's the same dude, because there was like little to no difference in the voice between him and actual Ed.
I mean, just like how Ironhide sounded just like Ed.
Yeah. I think that's it though. Yeah, this has been really small because Christmas came around and just basically went, your wallet is mine.
I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with bills and everything. So,
and with today's news, it's going to be even worse.
Yep. Well, if that's all you got, find me everywhere at Daltonian95 here on YouTube, of course, X and Instagram. Instagram, I think, is Daltonians TF still, so I need to see if I can change that to, the name I usually use now. Yeah. And as far as what I've got, very small as far as quantity, but as far as pricing, it's pretty much the same as what all you got. I got looks like the final produced piece by Transart Toys, that being Wingwolf. So they're masterpiece scaled Silverbolt.
Oh, I'm guessing they're closing up or something.
Yeah, there's either I don't know the full story, but as far as I know, there's a bunch of like hateful stuff going on around their factory in China, and they're also saying that they're not selling as good as they
hoped
used to. So it sucks because they've had a lot of stuff. They've teased a lot of stuff. They were in development of their masterpiece scaled depth charge. So yeah, it is rather unfortunate. Hopefully, they can sell their designs to a company that will continue their work.
Yeah.
Or maybe they can relocate and open up shop somewhere else.
Yeah.
But as of right now, yeah, Transart's done.
I was fixing to say is like with third party stuff is like the market's getting kind of tough out there now with all like with how many different companies are out there now. It's becoming a tough market.
And none of them were doing Beast Wars. Transart was really the only one other than Iron Factory, but they're doing Legend Scale.
Yeah. Oh. You think the Beast Wars one will be selling more?
And yeah, Daniel, it is unfortunate that Kirby Morrow, aka Rad, and Cybertron Hotshot passed away a few years ago. Wasn't it cancer?
Said Cybertron Hotshot?
Yeah, Kirby Morrow. He was Rad in Armada, and he was Hotshot in Cybertron.
Dang.
I can't remember what happened, but yeah.
Thank you, Fast Computer. You said he was played who? Hotshot?
Hotshot and Rad.
Where are you at? Starscott. Kirby Morrow?
Yep.
2010. He died in 2020. He died in
Wow.
just 8 days after his father, Tom Merrill, his death announced on Facebook. Oh, wait, what? It doesn't say when. Oh no, established. It doesn't say what he died of.
I'm pretty sure it was cancer or something like that.
Well, hold on, I think I just saw that. Cancer. No, it's not, at least not on his Wikipedia page. Because the only thing related to his death is that he died at the age of 47 on November 18th, just 8 days after his father. His death was announced on Facebook by his brother. And his death was announced on Facebook by his brother and linked to a long. Yeah, linked to a long.
Just linked to a long history of alcohol abuse.
Yeah. Oof. Wolf.
Sad. Hopefully he found peace.
Yeah.
Like not like in the way. I don't know why I said that. Like it was like a suicide, but usually alcoholism is attributed to depression. But I'm not going to psychoanalyze, the dead or disrespect the dead. So
he was the voice of Michelangelo in the Next Mutation.
I never watched that. Was that the like?
That was the Power Ranger one. The one that had the Power Ranger crossover episode.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the one it's the one amongst pretty much every fan. They say that's the worst live action. It's the worst of the live action. It's worst of the TV shows. It's basically there's only two other things at the bottom of the barrel.
Well, I mean, it did have Scott McNeil in it, so that's cool.
In a live action role.
Anyways, do you want to go ahead and move on to the screen share?
Yeah.
Because we got another 40 tabs to go through. We had another one, but we're going to move that. So, initially planned, we were going to do a tier list of all the legacy figures released in the past 3 years. But we've decided with all the news that came out, let's go ahead and move that to 2 weeks from now. So,
yeah, because
I'm still going to be up here in the tabs, but that's just to make sure I don't lose it.
Yeah, because like the news that came out is like, we're going to be talking about a few things a little bit in length, so it's best to save that for the next podcast.
Yep. Let's go ahead and start the screen share. Share screen. Window. This one. The Infiniscreen, and here we go. So, some in-hand image. Well, I guess a in-hand image of Age of Extinction Prime. We do got another tab here that's got more pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is looking good. I do have one on pre-order. Not sure if I'm going to keep it or not, but it's there. So, yeah, really nice looking picture there. We do have some in-depth images of Star Convoy thanks to Macleod.
Making them look a whole lot better than the like the reveal on the stock photos that we initially got.
Well, yeah, I don't know what's with Hasbro and the stock photos lately, but the CAD models with the kind of soapy texture just aren't doing it for anybody.
Yeah. And like this pose right here is like this is a Titan class figure or our new Titan class. Like and he's able to achieve that much posability. That says something.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, no,
This picture does not do things good because it looks like he just pooped out Hot Rod.
Why? Why choose this? I mean, I can understand you trying to do the whole like the showing the different of scale, but at the same time, he's like, dude, you shouldn't know.
He's got opening hands. See, I don't know the context of this. Like, is Hot Rod like piloting him like a mech, or is it just a storage area?
I don't know. This is where's Star Convoy? Yes, what's Star Convoy from? What's Star Convoy from?
It's the Battlestars and Zone.
Oh, okay. So most of the Japanese stuff I've never watched. Okay, so I have no idea what the context of this is either.
But you do have the the Zodiac, which has the emblem of the 13th.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people aren't too happy about that. Like the 13th should be his own character instead of Prime. Prime shouldn't be a deity level character. I get that, but that's what Hasbro's going with. You got the now I don't know if it only comes with one or if it comes with multiple of these little bullets, but
I hope it comes with multiple so we can recreate this.
I don't know how you're gonna recreate that. I think this is all photoshopped.
It's either photoshopped or they use fishing wire. Because certain strands of fishing wire disappear when you take pictures of it because it's just so thin that the light can't reflect off of it. In photographing, they use it a lot in movies.
Yeah, there he is using the hilt with the Zodiac.
Yeah,
really nice pictures. I cannot wait for this.
No, my only complaint about this dude is that you can definitely tell that his design was meant for anime first, so it looks just super wonky as a toy.
Oh yeah, especially in truck mode.
Yeah, I was designed as a robot first, and it's like we got to make an alternate mode. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and this Hot Rod looks far and away better than this hunk of garbage.
Oh yeah, I finally saw a review. Like I finally sat down and I watched Doctor Lockdown's review of it, and it's dear lord, why did they make those choices? Like having the whole
They were certainly choices, all right. I don't know if they were good or bad, but
there are certainly
the result is terrible.
There are certainly decisions that were made.
Yeah, this new one looks far and away better in every way. So, just to save on time, I did go ahead and put both parts together.
Okay.
See them there with Prima and Solus.
So I know there's a rumor going around saying that when we get all the 13 primes, all their weapons can combine into one big weapon for a Primus down the road. And I kind of like that.
I'd wait and see because I don't know how.
I'm thinking like we're going to have one or two weapons that are going to act more as the base. If you know what I mean.
It's just going to be riddled with 5mm ports.
Yeah. And they just all plug on top of it. Like a good example is the Fallen's cannon. Like you see, there's already a couple
The Requiem Blaster.
Yeah, you can already see there's a couple of millimeter ports on that. So, the foundation is there, but I definitely want to see if that is true though. That's the thing. But yeah,
I think people are saying that, banking on the next HasLab being Primus, but I don't think it's going to be.
Or at least the one after, the one that just got announced.
Yeah. But, yeah, there's
speaking of the yeah, he's
the weird base mode that's just the upper half of Prime with like everything else flayed.
Yeah.
Such a weird base mode.
Like I can definitely tell that this was the initial toy was definitely well, what do we want this toy to be? And like literally the whole design team just look at each other and just shrugs like, do we want a base mode? Yes. Do we want a big toy? Yes. Do we want little toys? Yes. And no one said no. So they just kept adding stuff.
Showing off the little transport van.
Oh, Daniel said like I can't think about the discussion of the new HasLab. Oh, trust me, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Star Convoy. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, like I'm still going to get it as much as I'm kind of like criticizing it.
Speaking of criticism, here we got Studio Series Scrapper in hand images. It's starting to trickle out.
Yeah. I honestly can't wait for 86 Devi.
No, neither can I. I mean, I've already sold my Titan class.
Like I can understand why people want him to be huge and big like that, but in reality, though, like if you want like a if you like, I can still see the appeal of a Titan class, but at the same
It's just
time,
out
like
of scale.
yeah,
Like even the Constructicons themselves are just out of scale, and the engineering is dated. Like I
yeah.
know these
Oh,
are sharing some of the same engineering and posability, but
they still feature updates and more solidification too. Like
yeah.
they finally
Now,
it's bad when the standalone releases have some better articulation than the Titan classes did.
well, what is unfortunate is due to him being the ankle, he does not have waist rotation.
I mean, fair. I mean, like it had to be one or the other. Do you want ankle tilt or do you want a waist rotation? Like you can't have both.
Yeah, and then due to the transformation, he has no wrist swivel. But I could see maybe DNA doing something to where they replace the
The
arms from the
forearm.
elbow down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
wheel
do
loader
got
load mode looks
yeah.
fine. Yeah, I mean, look
Compared to
how
the Titan
scaled that
class.
is. It's like practically a liter nowadays.
Yeah. Oh god. It would be,
And
wouldn't it?
this is the Unite Warriors one because it does have the elbows.
Yeah, but the elbow shouldn't just be to one version. It should have been on both of them.
Yeah, deeper
Oh,
ankle tilt.
this one has better ankle tilt. Okay. Yeah, it was definitely a case of give or take. And of course, I'm in the camp too of I'm glad that we do have like almost every single person that we've at least. Yeah, oh my god, I'm trying not to stutter today. What the hell? Uh, I'm glad that every single component is coming with something additional. Like he's coming with two parts of Debbie's gun.
Well, I mean, he's just coming straight up with Debbie's gun.
Yeah, but if we really wanted to, we could include one part with him and another part with another. Truly give that more like build a figure feel, you know. So if you collect
Mm-hmm.
all of them, you get the whole package.
Yeah, because we don't know what hell. I don't think Bone Crusher comes with anything. Just his own little pistol.
Yeah, because you could easily just because like even they still work as standalone. Like that gun right there still works as standalone guns. Like you could easily gave that gun to another figure.
Yeah.
I
Now we
don't
do
mind.
have.
Daniel said, "I don't mind the Constructicons having flaws as long as I mess around with the playability and feel great." Fair.
Yeah. Here we've got the Night Optimus. Comes with the blade that he shoves into Galvatron's chest. The Judgment Sword, or no, yeah, the Sword of Judgment and the or is it the Shield of Judgment?
Yeah.
I can't remember which one's which. Shield does open up to have the blasters. Backpack, which is fairly clean, and then take the backpack off entirely to have a even cleaner robot mode.
I love how they included details underneath that. So
Mm-hmm.
because if it was a feature where you could take the backpack off, it would be weird not to have details underneath it. So and the vehicle mode looks really. I know it's mostly. I mean, fair. It's mostly shell, right? But it still looks good though.
Yeah,
I mean,
very
again,
clean.
and because we all know that the design of both Age of Extinction and The Last Night, it's way too smooth and way too like contoured for it not to be a shell former to translate into a toy.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the Unique Toys transformation, but I mean that's really the only company that
That can do it.
came close.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, like it looks like a complete toy. Oh, that's the
There,
is that the OG leader class?
this is the Voyager from the Last Night.
Yeah.
So that's a big point of contention with this being a leader class is the scale.
Well, I mean, like that was all. I mean, like last night was what 2016,
2017.
2017. That was
Yeah.
still 8 years ago.
There he is with the leader class from Age of Extinction.
That was 11 years ago. Age of Extinction was 2014, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's 11 years ago. That's definitely a time gap.
There he is with Galvatron, so they do scale with each other.
Yeah, I still need to get that Galvatron.
Just this right here looks awful.
Ugh. Ugh.
There he is with Rise
The
of the
other
Beast, 07, and
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
Daniel said the night version or the or Optimus Prime for the last night of the two live action movie, like at least robot. I'm like how it is supposed to turn into a truck, like it's absurd, huh? English? What? Do you want to retype that, my dude?
Yeah. So the night version of Optimus Prime for the last two live action movies, like at least the robot. Okay, now I'm having.
Yeah, dude, you might want to retype that. That's.
I think he's saying it's absurd how it was able to turn into robot and truck mode, like nearly impossible to properly do.
In toy form, yeah.
That's all the weapons store.
Everything can combine. Everything can store. That's where
Both.
that's always a big plus for me is that if you can find a way for every weapon to store on them both in vehicle and robot, I'm cool with you. Like you already get a plus for that because like we can all recall, at least us older people, how many times we've had had a transformer where it was at least in vehicle mode and there was nowhere to store the weapons.
Yeah,
So
I
they just
mean, even now it's just we'll just plug the gun on top. Like
I
that's
rather
one thing I miss is hidden weapon storage. Like
that too.
what was it?
Like reveal the shield jazz.
Or Generation Sergeant Cup.
Yeah, because it disguises itself as a flippin' tailpipe.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like I do miss that, and that
As the
explains why
"You Have No Soul" flip.
and that also explains why you don't see that sword for the rest of the movie because he basically just rips it and tears it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's that.
Yep.
So we got a new show and toy line coming out. It's going to be on YouTube called Cyber World. Prime looks a little bit like Classics '06, but I guess he turns into like a monster truck or some sort of off-road vehicle. Bumblebee very much reminds me of Reveal the Shield Wind Charger or the Authentics Sideswipe.
Yeah.
Grimlock, I have no idea what's going on here.
It's
And then there's that Mega Bull Megatron.
like I'm always in the mindset of I always want to see newer or different versions of characters I know. Like I know some people out there like yes, Megatron must be a tank or Megatron must be this. And it's like what happened to have like fun iterations, you know? Why can't we have just like something like this, like a bull Megatron? It makes
Yeah.
sense. It fits his personality. It fits the character. I want to see more.
Well,
More.
ask and you shall receive. Here's another image showing
More.
off the three. And
Like I'm
then
always excited for the new Transformer show. It's hard for me not to be excited. He looks like a Ford Mustang.
what is, oh, because it just went down to
There
registry
it is.
checks.
Oh, he has the
Grimlock, like,
T-Rex for a hand, the head for a hand. Okay, I'm
yeah,
down with
so
that.
going Beast Wars Megatron with his Beast mode or
I'm down
robot
with
mode.
that.
Like the design for Megatron's head very much reminds me of like the '06 tank Megatron, like the green tank Megatron that came in the two
Yeah.
pack.
Dana said, and according to these recent leaks for the next studio series for 2026, is one of them is going to be Night Mode Movie Prime. See another reuse of the mold.
Well, we'll get into that. Like that's later on the docket. Here's a Swapticon listing or images for a Beast Wars theme. So you got Primal,
Oh, Meg.
Megatron or Alligator Megatron, Ape Link. So again, finally getting some more recognition for Ape Link.
Yeah.
Although this one's more like how he should appear.
Yeah.
Skull Cruncher, Scorponok, and that's it. So Primal Ape Link come together, although Ape Link forms the front half. Can't remember which one becomes the front of these two with Megatron and Skullcruncher. Of course, Scorponok is all by himself.
I mean, I like these as kind of like a cute little gimmick idea, but at the same time, it's like, why can't like the gimmick is fine. It can result in some stuff, really neat things for kids because, I mean, this is clearly made for like the under 10 group right here. That's what they're made for.
Mm.
But at the same time, it's like, why can't we get more creative Transformer stuff like this?
For like larger scale stuff.
Yeah. Or like, what was like one of my favorites out of Robots in Disguise was the Smash Changers, the ones that you could like make them smash together and form a new robot, and they still had their own individual robot modes. Like that was a neat, really cool concept for a gimmick toy for kids, and they're all interchangeable. Like no matter what, you could always interchange them out. That was cool.
Yeah.
And this does continue that same play pattern of the more you get, the more creative combination ideas you can you get too. So continuously play.
Yeah.
Oh, the Devastation Prime.
Yeah, so I guess this is Kal-El Reviews. I guess he changed his channel to Carnage Creations. He got his hands on like a legit copy of Devastation Studio Series Prime. So I mean, it looks all right. I don't hate it, but yeah, it's definitely got its issues. Like I'm still getting it because it's Prime.
Yeah, and I do hope that they I know as a I know, I mean, later down the road we're going to talk about it, but I want to see more of Devastation because like, do you know who they have a chance of redoing because of Devastation?
Who?
Nova Prime.
I doubt they will though.
I'm throwing my hopes out there because I missed my chance of Nova Prime, and I'm still kind of biting my lip and not paying $100 for it. So just re-release them with a new paint job. That's all you got to do.
Speaking of paint job, I mean his is pretty good. He just has a kind of little tiny scratch right there on the mouth plate.
Yeah, but it could just be the sample that he got.
Yeah,
and I do got to give him props for at least trying something new. Trying to make this one a lot more smoother to reflect how he looks in the game.
especially at a deluxe class scale. Like,
Yeah,
and he's still taller than the
missing,
legacy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the missing link.
And I liked how they confirmed that the reason why they also made him a deluxe is to scale with the 86 Devastator.
Yep.
To make him
he's got the goddamn hot rod shoulders. I don't like that because it like if you watch Perspective N, he did a review recently explaining why he hates that and goes more into depth about it. It's very limiting as far as posability.
I have to plug my headset in.
He does have a separate matrix that he can hold. Get the axe. I like there. Big trailer hitch.
I do like two things about this. One, I like how the axe looks different and actually it looks like it's in mid swoop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it always looks like he's moving it. And I also liked how they also confirmed that basically what they're going to try to do is that every single Optimus from now on is going to be able to tow the Siege. Was it the Siege?
Any of their trailers, like this can work with the Studio Series or the Earthrise trailer.
Yeah, I like how they're kind of unifying the joint system so that like if you have one trailer, you have a trailer for them all essentially.
My only real problem with the vehicle mode is where's his windows? There's no door windows.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's a deluxe. It's a deluxe. We have to have some
That's
give and
that's
take.
no excuse for no windows. Like they painted them on the front. Why can't they paint them on here?
I see a lot of joints. I see a lot of like joints and panel lines there.
If Toy Hacks can do it, Hasbro can do it. There's no excuse.
If it's in the budget.
I mean, this guy's mostly molded plastic,
Yeah.
and it's this weird soapy gray plastic that no one likes.
Well, you have to remember, it's like any kind of budget. It's like, okay, you have like, for example, I'm just gonna throw numbers out there. Like you have $100 to make this figure. Something like if you want if you want painted windows, you have to take that money from something else.
Hmm.
But I mean, overall, he still looks good. The silhouette looks nice.
Yeah, it looks fine. I don't know why I put this here. Oh, just because it was the transformation sequence for Scrapper. This guy's got a video. Prime versus Prime has a video, so if you want to go check those out.
I do not endorse Prime versus Prime.
But some more listings. We got MP16 or MPG16 Black Super Generi, which is just the Nucleon Quest Super Convoy. Now, 17 is interesting because it could be either Jazz or a 4.0 of Optimus. So, don't know.
I'm hoping for Jazz because at this point, like I'm getting Optimus fatigue. Like I'm getting sick and tired. I'm getting sick and tired of like every other time we have a masterpiece announcement. It's it's another Optimus. Like guys, pick something different. I know Optimus sells, but it shouldn't be to the case now where like I said, every other masterpiece announcement is either a repaint or a new release or a different version of Optimus Prime. Like, how desperate are we to be constantly shelling out Optimuses like this?
Yeah,
People,
and the excuse of it's a legacy character is getting old as well.
yeah, that it's been old at this point. It's because I want my Jazz. I want different
Oh, I
characters.
mean, I would love a Jazz too. I mean, he's long overdue, especially after we saw him a mini version of him with Jetfire or
Yeah,
Skyfire.
and it's just a case of like I can make a whole shelf now dedicated to just Masterpiece Optimus Prime.
Mm.
We have how many Optimus Primes in Masterpiece form, but yet we haven't seen a release of any of the other characters. Why not go back and
Yeah,
why not go back and re-release Hound with some plastic fixes?
or non-translucent plastic.
Yep, because like I can tell you a lot of people who were very unhappy with that with Hound now because a lot of cracks are starting to form in theirs.
Yep.
Because
Or
like
pieces just straight up break off out of nowhere with no warning.
yup, you're just transforming and all of a sudden panel just pops off. And not because it's in a friction joint, no, because the whole hinge broke off. Like, why make more when you can go back and fix tolerances on old ones? Or even re-release old ones. We know you can do it. You just did it with Movie Barricade. They just released a re-release wave.
Huh.
I actually have mine on the way. I actually just shipped it this morning from Big Bad Toy Store. But it's a case of like, why not just do more public re-releases instead of just another Optimus?
Yeah. Then we got a MPG 18 Holler. I think it's just going to be a repaint of the grapple mold from was it like MP 28? I can't remember what number that was. But when they started going with more of the Toon aesthetic.
Yeah. Daniel said Dev should have been gotten the masterpiece treatment in the first place, like you have been doing anything else from G1 or even like Beast Wars.
I mean, they've announced the Rat Trap, so
Yeah.
I mean,
The masterpiece aesthetic for Beast Wars is a lot more tricky. Because to be fair, making a box transforming into another box is a lot more easy than making a boxy robot transforming into a very curvy animal. That's supposed to be posable as well.
yeah. So we do have some listings here, and this is kind of what he was leading to. Studio Series Leader Class Nemesis Prime from The Last Night.
Oh, okay. You know, I didn't even look
Which,
at these.
huh?
Like I saw this news headline, but I never opened it.
Leader 86 Azure Train. Don't know if it's going to have any new tooling or if it's just going to be a straight up repaint of Siege. I hope it gets some new tooling because we talked about this last time with how short the thighs are. It just does not work.
What size class is it?
Leader.
Leader? I mean, so if it's a leader, what they could do is that they could let the box go and reuse that budget for for some new parts.
New parts and new paint.
Snarl gets a package refresh.
And then 86 Soundwave, which Evan has leaded that he wants it to be a new mold.
Please, because that siege mold is now like I can't say it's dated, but it's definitely a case of like we just need a straight up.
It's not proportionate to how Soundwave should be. Like it's too broad chested.
Yeah, I mean I can understand for the gimmick at the time because they were trying to push the pre-war, not the pre-war, the pre-Earth Cybertronian modes of flipping his cassette bots.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we just need a straight up new mold. Please just give us a new a new because a actual like cartoon accurate leader class that would be super nice to have.
Well, you got to imagine he'll probably come with at least a cassette, so he'll probably just come with Laserbeak.
Yeah.
And they'll figure out a way to shoehorn Ravage into something, if not another little mini pack.
I mean, we're going to get to the news in here in a minute, but yeah, they can easily do that. Now these new Studio Series leaks for 2026. One of them, not the Nemesis Prime, not the Astro Chain, not the package refresh. Oh, so again, there's more.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything, at least in what I've got here. So,
Okay.
Magic Square doing a 3.0 release on their Ultra Magnus. It's coming with a 6-shot. So here that is. Ultra Magnus looks really good. Like I'm not a big Legend Scale collector, but yeah, this looks good.
I only just started collecting some of the Legend Scale stuff, but I'm mostly going to stick to like the combiners because apparently they're actually decently sized.
Yeah. And here's the 6-shot. And like I said, this comes in a 2-pack. Like a versus pack because of Headmasters.
Oh, okay.
We got the car mode, jet mode, wolf mode. This is summary. Now it's a gun.
Now
Tank
it's a tank.
mode.
Now it's a person.
So yeah,
Now it's a 2-pack.
looks really good. Ultra Magnus has got a reissue as well as a reissue of Legacy Beachcomber. So for anyone who missed out on those, there's a chance to get them.
I think Beachcomber is still in stock, but I think it's sad to say, but I think Ultra Magnus already sold out.
Yeah, because a lot of people missed out on them.
And the resale,
Megacon.
and the resale price on that thing was stupid. It was at the height of it. It was $200.
Yeah. Megacon, we'll talk about that shortly. In-hand images of Q, Wheeljack, whatever you want to call them. So.
I'm just happy that we can finally complete the cast of Dark of the Moon. Because this dude was he was just so shoehorned into Dark of the Moon.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, you can go get his figures, but his figures were canceled and expensive.
Yep.
So it's nice to actually have him out there.
There he is with 2 other releases: Wheeljack, the real Wheeljack, and Pablo.
I'm gonna say I like to view that Wheeljack as more of a more down to earth.
That was never Wheeljack's character, so it just doesn't make any sense. Like this is just better off being Beachcomber.
I mean, it could also been possibility they wanted to use a different name but they weren't able to use it.
Maybe. Here he is with Dino, the original Wheeljack that was canceled,
Ugh.
and Jetwing Prime. Of course, Ironhide, and there's the full Dark of the Moon cast.
Speaking of another masterpiece, I want them to go back to and like fix up. Go back to movie masterpiece Ironhide. Fix those arms.
Vehicle mode.
It looks good.
I passed on it. I have no interest.
I mean, I'm the movie lover over here, so you know I'm gonna get it.
DNA got an upgrade kit coming out for Raiden. Makes him a little bit taller, probably a little bit more stable.
Yeah. I do admit I have to give them their props for attempting a masterpiece scale combiner. And it makes me really hopeful that we might start tackling the actual other combiners down the road.
We'll see. I mean, next possible option would, I'd say, be Devastator, but with Pseudo Series coming out, not likely.
Yeah, they want the deluxe, like the mainline versions to sell.
Do you ever have you ever gotten any of the Brickheads?
No.
Not until now, right?
No.
You're not getting these either?
No.
Oh yeah, they're adorable. They're like Lego version of Funko Pops.
Oh no, it's just like the purport I can see the appeal. I respect the appeal. But okay, so no, these would be in the same realm as I treat most Funko Pops, where I won't go out of my way to go get a Funko Pop unless one really speaks to me. But if someone gifts me one, I'm not going to complain. And I think this is the same stance where like if someone gives me this, if someone gives me this, I won't complain. I'll gladly accept it. But am I going to go out of my way to probably get it? If I find it on clearance, maybe. But nah.
He looks like a bug.
I do like how they come. I do like. Okay, I like how they come with separate vehicle modes. That is cool. They're automatically answering the question of does it transform? No.
And at least this one will be looked better in vehicle mode than the
actual
the
one that
larger scale
transforms.
one actually transforms. Yeah.
I could just tell by the legs that the thing was going to transform weird. And like you're going to be built and stayed in robot mode, not transform.
No, they're cute. So, Track Fleet Magnus has been found at U.S. retail. I hope I can find one.
I didn't even know Magnus was on the table until after this popped up.
I just hope Big Bad gets some stock in like they did with the Prime, because that'd probably be the only way to be able to get one.
Is randomly in the wild like that?
I don't think I'd be able to get one in the wild.
Oh no, the Hot Wheels collectors are like they're some of the most rabid.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, like I work at Target, and the Hot Wheels collectors are like nuts.
Oh, I went to Albertsons last week, and there was like 3 people in this like 1-foot section just going nuts looking for something.
Yeah, because apparently a new wave came out.
Yeah, that was found in Houston. Oh, you want to spend $600 on a G1 Optimus? Here's your chance.
I have never in my life seen a more blatant. We're only advertising to one group of people and one group of people only with this.
I kind of want to get it just because it looks cool in all red like that.
Two groups of people.
What? What do you mean 2 groups?
Like okay, like if you ever like put like I can't say crack the door open. Like if you ever looked in the window at the rabid collectors or the people who I'm really trying to put this in not a really looked down upon tone, but if you really like look in the window of the fandom of people who buy and collect stuff that is just supreme, there is a video out there of like 2 or 3 teenagers who ran into a store just to look for Snickers that had Supreme on it, and then they ravaged that whole section just to check them, just to go sell them online because they said Supreme on it.
Or you got videos like Matthias when he did Dope or Nope of all the Supreme knockoff.
Yeah.
But this, I get it just because it looks cool. Like, depending on the price. If it's over $100, nah. Nope.
Oh, that's the curveball. Most Supreme items are super expensive because they have to pay for the license, and the bad part is Supreme is just a name. That's all it is. So yeah, you're gonna be paying a pretty penny for that.
I'll do what most third-party collectors say when they come across something that they don't want to pay for. Oh, I'll wait for the knockoff.
Oh, trust
Okay,
me,
buddy.
there's a lot of Supreme stuff knockoff stuff out there.
Usually don't go over New Age stuff, but this was pretty interesting. So, of course, they're doing Trailbreaker, very tune accurate. Comes with all of his accessories as well as the torso of Autobot X. But I wanted to get more into the repaints that they're doing. We got Shattered Glass or Diaclone. As well as the Toy Deco, which they call him Lincoln. Or I guess it's the same name that they gave the original. Very toy inspired. And here we go. This is Shattered Glass Lockdown based on the back of the Collectors Club comics, where there's a super deformed style. I can't remember what show the vehicle is based on, but it's like a sheriff's vehicle. I can't remember. But yeah, this is your Shattered Glass Lockdown. And then Marvin, the Auto Troopers. So they're finally giving Auto Troopers an Earth mode. Got these extra missile pods here.
And it's a Towak.
Do it.
And it's a Towak.
What kind of vehicle is it? Oh, it's a Twuck.
It's a Towak.
I saw that on TikTok. Someone recording the license plate.
It was spelled TWUCK. It's a Towak.
I think it was just TWK or TWUK.
UK, yeah. It's a Towak.
But here we got Studio Series Bone Crusher. Of course, very bland as the character is, showing off the transformation. I'm excited. Like,
what is that?
That's the part where the forearm plugs into. They packed it separately. It just
Okay.
plugs on a mushroom swivel.
I think me and you were in the same discussion too about like I think us collectively have like kind of like us collectively as a Transformer fan base have finally accepted that we cannot really do in a very efficient way in the main line. We can't really do an efficient Transformer without some kind of parts forming.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really parts forming. I mean, it's just packed that way for storage. It just plugs right back on, and that's how it is.
No, I'm just saying in general because this reminding me of it, like because like the brain did the whole ADHD thing. Because like if you think about like all the G1 combiners or even Devastator, no one really like the only people that really combined with anybody, it was the top half. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
The legs had to have a separate piece, the arms had to have a separate piece, and the head was a separate piece.
Hmm.
Yeah, now that I have actual Menasor and I've dealt with the new frame system, I'm actually really excited about all the new combiners they have coming out, because we're actually getting not just cartoon accurate, but actual posable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's got simple engineering, but I'm really looking forward to it regardless.
Daniel said, Dalton, Dalton Allen. Seeing the third-party 2-pack of Ultra Magnus and Six Shot makes want a official Six Shot as being a potential commander class done proper.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, agreed. This was surprising out of nowhere, because I thought the whole toy line got canceled.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting any more. Okay, to be fair, like I wasn't expecting any more toys for Earthspark to come out, but then when the packaging refreshes into this new packaging was coming out, first and foremost, the new packaging looks a whole lot better than the. It kind of fits the show's aesthetic a little bit more.
Yeah, it's sort of the green, like Terran packaging.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the green tyranny is still there as part of the logo, but it works better as a highlight, not the whole packaging. It doesn't make it kind of makes a kind of blurs a little bit when you look at the whole wall, but with it acting as a highlight with all the white, it makes it pop more. Like I
Yeah.
noticed this packaging a whole lot better than I did the old one. Every single package refresh that we got so far at Target has sold out compared to the ones that are still there.
Hmm.
Yeah, because we got package refreshes of the Optimus, and then some of the flip changers, and they disappear. They're gone within a day. But
Yeah,
I'm
we got
glad. Why hashtag is just now getting a figure 3 seasons
probably
down the
because I
road?
wanted to wait till she got her updated vehicle mode.
Okay, I mean that's fair. And that Soundwave, oh, he looks so good.
Well, in packaging, he doesn't look as good, but we'll get to
Yeah,
the
when we get
actual
to the actual
release.
figure, oh my god, like
We got some
more
Yellow
yellow
Park
part.
stuff.
I am really happy that this is that this is thriving as much as it is. I think
The hot rod
they
looks
found
really
that.
good.
Yeah, they found their perfect niche of the Transformer fan base, and they're just flying. They are going through the moon with sales, and I love it for them.
You get the Orion packs here from IDW, then Age of Extinction Prime and Megatron, or not Age of Extinction Dark of the Moon.
Yeah. Then you have Ironhide and Ratchet. The Cyberverse Bumblebee. That's shocking too.
Was that Cyberverse?
Yeah. Or is
No,
that?
it's IDW.
Oh, that's IDW. Oh my goodness! Don't tell me. Don't tell me. How old is it? Oh my God! Cyberverse is 7 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
Cyberverse is 7 years old now.
That's funny. We got a Wasp here, thanks to Mark Lonas.
I mean, it's the anime Bumblebee mold. It's a good mold.
Very good mold.
I'm just finally glad that Wasp pre Beast form is finally getting a figure.
Yeah.
Because he spent more time we saw him more, and he spent more time in this form than he did in actual Beast form.
Oh yeah.
I mean, thanks to the toy leak, not the toy leaks, but the toy catalogs, everybody knew that was coming. So it was a nice buildup of like, when is he finally going to show up? When is he finally going to show up? So it did a good job building up, but at the same time, we were like, okay, so now we want to figure this. Womp womp. We never got it.
It was on the packaging and it was planned, but it got canceled along with the show.
Yeah.
Like, was it Mercenary Swindle?
Yeah.
Yeah, some images of those Beast Wars Swapticons.
Again, I like more.
Okay, so yeah, Megatron becomes the front of the crocodile. And
Okay.
Skullcrusher becomes the tail end.
Okay. Yeah. Again, repeat. I wish we had more gimmicky Transformer-y stuff like this for like fiddlers or like littler kids, stuff like that. This is harmless in the long run.
That is a very long gorilla.
with the
Gorilla
scorpion.
Orpion.
I like how the colors match. Butt to butt. Yeah, they're not bad little fidget toys.
Mm-mm. Just not for me.
Yeah.
A couple of additional pictures of the Yellow Park stuff here.
More G1.
Here's Nucleon Quest Super Convoy, which it was listed as Black Super Genrai.
Yeah.
Confirmation on that. Some deleted scene, or a deleted scene image of Sentinel literally just decapitating
Okay,
Alphatron.
I will provide the context for this. Okay, so spoilers for Transformers 1, by the way. It's been out on Blu-ray and 4K since December. The movie's been out since September. Your spoiler warning has worn off. In the movie, we do not see what happens to oh god,
Well,
Alphatron.
in the scene, it just shows him just running him through it. This is like even more extreme of a scene.
Yeah, I think the reason why they cut this out was because they wanted to keep that PG rating.
Yeah.
Which again, that's one of those PG movies. Like you get done watching it, and you look at your friend, and like you look at someone who you just watched with, that was PG. This movie was PG. Oh, because it's robots, not humans. Okay, now we understand why.
Well, I mean, in the early 2000s, PG was just farts and burps.
Yeah. Oh no, 80s. That was actual like, it's either PG or R.
Yep.
That's where PG-13 came from because they were pushing the envelope on PG-13.
That. This I'm looking forward to. Monster Hunter, Silver Rathlos, Optimus Prime. It could be a Nemesis Prime.
Yeah, and kind of speaking, which my roommates are pissed because the PlayStation Network is down right now, so they can't play the Monster Hunter Wilds beta.
How long has it been down now? For like 2 or 3 days?
Going on 2 days now at this point.
Damn, I know someone was freaking out. Like they're playing like just like random clips of Family Guy, like self harm. I will say because I
Yeah,
don't want to say
you
the
don't want you don't want to trigger the censors.
like saying, "Oh, the PlayStation Network's down," and it's just a bunch of like a compilation of Family Guy self harm.
It's that baffles my mind too. Is like you have a multi-million, you're the top selling console, but yet why does the Xbox have the better internet infrastructure than you, and it doesn't sell good as you?
Because they're literally because Xbox was literally a computer company before they created games. Like they're Microsoft.
Here's the thing: is that this happens at least 2-3 times per PlayStation generation, where the network will go down for almost a whole weekend. And it's like you guys have had this. You guys have had this problem since the PS3. You're renting servers from Microsoft because you guys admittedly you're that horrible at flipping servers. You think they'd fix the problem now, almost 20 years down the road.
Nope. But yeah, I'm looking
Sorry,
forward to the regular one,
mini
and
rant.
I'm planning on picking this up too.
I already got the other one pre-ordered, so yeah, I'll
Yep.
be pre-ordering that one too because I'm also like I have like 300 hours of Monster Hunter both on the PS4 and the Xbox. So yeah,
I have 0 hours. I'm just getting it because it's cool. Here we go. So
yes.
actual images of Soundwave, and this is the one Earthspark figure that I might pick up.
He looks so like, even if he wasn't Earthspark, if you just told me that Hasbro just released a random Soundwave, and then this was the Soundwave,
And it's a stealth bomber.
yes.
I've seen so many digibashes of people turning this into Logos Prime, the basically
It
the
doesn't have to,
Cybertron Sound Blaster.
yeah, and it looks so good. Like the art style of the show really helps towards this design. I think this is where the design of Earthspark can really shine because it can go either really smooth or really angular. Like there's no in between. It's always one or the other. It's either hard edges or soft edges, and they picked
This somehow did both.
yeah, and it looks good for doing it. I know a lot of people are instantly gonna be like, "Well, he doesn't have the mini bots." I was like, sometimes let's sacrifice that and just get a good Soundwave figure, you know?
Yeah.
And this looks good. She looks really shell for me, but it'd be finally nice to have. Oh God, do we
I
have
think
all
that's
the?
just. I think that's just the cab of the truck.
Yeah, is this the cat? Yeah, holy snap, it is. Everything else kind of breaks down a little bit, but good. Yeah. Are we
Or it could
missing
be the
anything?
bed. It could be just the bed right here.
We have Thrust. We have Nightwing. We have hashtag.
I mean Thrash.
I don't think we have Thrash. Do we have Thrash in that scale? Did he ever come out
Yeah.
in that Earthspark line?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess I must have missed
Because
it.
he did have some limitations that the warrior class didn't.
Oh, okay.
A lot of
I guess
people
it
were
just
complaining about that, and he didn't have the sidecar either.
what is it? What was I gonna say? I gotta start picking up all the Earthspark deluxes because I know eventually they're gonna go away. I know I'm on a ticking clock, but I need to pick them all up.
Yeah, I'm just interested in Soundwave. One of
Yeah,
my favorite Decepticons, and really cool design.
and this makes me want to shake the designers of like, why weren't you putting figures this out sooner?
Mm-hmm.
You know, this could have saved the flipping toy line at least.
And here's Prime with his proper trailer, not just a Cyberverse repaint
Yeah,
trailer.
and I know that the news article says that this was a re-release of a Walmart exclusive Optimus Prime, which is good because
Well, I
like
think that the Prime himself is a re-release, but the
yeah,
trailer is all new.
yeah, like I never saw that Prime in my area. Like I didn't even know that he was an exclusive until like I didn't know there was an exclusive until after this thing came out or this was announced, right?
Yeah, he's got launching missiles. You can
Yeah,
launch them out of the big cannon.
and like
That's a
this,
tall trailer. Holy crap!
that's a tall boy.
Holy crap, Lois.
and,
That's a thing going around now. Like if you say holy crap, you got to say Lois with it, or else it loses all meaning. But
it just like again baffles my mind that we both got these handful of new really good looking Earthspark toys, right? And because that's what the
the
trailer does.
show's over.
Yeah, the show's basically over already. Like why? Um, I can understand you're supposed to re-release these, but like you guys should have been releasing this stuff sooner. And
Yeah.
and basically the weird part is that that's exactly what the trailer does in the show. It just pops open to just a big cannon.
Mm-hmm.
But the big cannon does so much punch that the Decepticons like, okay, we have to stop that trailer from opening. There's a
Pretty
whole
much.
episode about it.
Oh yeah, I watched that episode. All right, so I think I got these mixed up here. Yeah, here we go. So
I thought you want to do this one first and then the rest of the news, or you want to do this one last?
I guess we could probably do it last.
Yeah, because that's the
But some of these things are kind of like intermixed.
we'll say
Here we go.
we'll talk about Leo Kaiser last. Let's put it like that. So so even if they're intermixed, we'll talk about everything last. You know.
Yeah. So going in, the Devastator prototype.
Getting the full close up pictures of the prototype really calms me down on this dude a little bit. I can't say calms me down a little bit. It calms me down. It soothes me, and it makes it to see how like you can see where like a lot of the details are in this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And just and someone I think TG Omega pointed out is like one cool thing about seeing the prototype of the grayscale not the grayscale prototype before it goes to color is that you get to see a lot more of the detailing in it before all the color could wash it out.
Yeah.
And trust me, that like you can tell that lime green will wash out a lot of this detail. So seeing this and seeing all the details and stuff is really cool.
I'm just glad Mixmaster is a proper standard cement truck.
Yeah. It's already making me question of what's going to happen with the drum, because the
I
drum
don't
looks
know because it's got a couple of hinges in it.
yeah.
So unless that's where his head is stored, I don't know.
I think it's going to be a case of it's going to be inside hook. Because I mean,
no. Mixmaster's head.
Oh, Mixmaster's head. Oh, it probably just in the chest.
Unless it just collapses to become more flat for
It's in the
robot mode. But
drum.
I don't think it's in the drum.
Could it be in the drum? Because
I don't think
that's probably
so.
what happens is that maybe the backpack like uncollapses, extends up, and the head stores in the drum.
I don't know.
Uh,
I guess we'll
I'm
find it
just
because during the panel they said there's going to be some announcements and physical reveals at New York Toy Fair.
when's
That's
New
what
York?
Emily or whatever her name was saying. Oh, here comes the point of contention that a lot of people are having.
What's that?
Long Haul's legs being the, basically like Kim Kardashian
Dump
cake
truck.
on Devastator. Yeah, I mean it's not even
How's the
down
dump
there;
truck
it's
on the
in the
dump truck?
center of his back.
Um.
I don't mind it.
Okay. Um. We have to. We have to pause. All right. I can understand. I can understand people's complaint about because. Uh. Uh.
His
Yeah.
backpack,
Yet. Okay. First off, the New York Toy Fair is March 1st, so we only got like
March
3 weeks.
4th.
No, March 1st through the 4th.
Oh,
It starts Saturday and ends on Tuesday. We only got 3
weird.
weeks on that, and that's the weekend I'm working. Okay, I hate to say this, but oh god, oh snap. Hold on. Daniel said, if you ever see an opportunity for me to have a legacy animated Bumblebee mold, I'll probably get for Wasp. It's kind of unfortunate for Earthspark Soundwave doesn't come packing with his cassettes. It's Devastator time. Okay, sorry. So when it comes to this is I'm just gonna throw this out there. You people are spoiled when it comes to stuff like this. We are now accepting the fact that we have the parts form our flipping combiners. The reason why we sacrificed this being on the back was because he was trying to help form the thighs. Now that we have a separate part of the thighs, where do you think his legs are going to go?
Where do you think the G1 toys went? They were on the back.
Yeah, but still, it's still Long Haul's crotch that held the crotch piece. And even then, I will go grab my G1 Devastator right now and show you where that backpack, where his legs are at, and they're
I mean,
about to
even on third-party toys, that's where it ends up.
yeah. So when people are complaining about it ending up where it's at, it's like that's where they always end up. Like, God bless it. Sorry.
I mean, when people complain about Devastator, I imagine them as Walter imitating his wife whenever she complains. Like
Yeah.
whenever Walter visited Ireland and they're at the volcano, it was like, what'd your wife complain about? Oh, she kept saying, "Oh, quit trying to push me in." Come on,
Right.
people, grow up, quit complaining, find other things to complain about, or just find something to do that's not complaining.
And I would I
You
would
have your third party devastators. There you go. This is our devastator.
we have to I'll put all my complaints into this saying, all right? Hasbro has a whole lot of rules and regulations that they have to follow because of the toy market that if they want to sell this on in retail. For what they're doing, you should be impressed with some of the things that they have to do and limit themselves on when they have to make something this big and complex. And they're doing some fantastic work. They're taking your combiners or Zevi and shrinking it down. They're using the old masterpiece method from the 2010s. Uh, Daniel said, "I don't fault the long haul seeing the dump truck mode parts on the back of the Devastator, and it's just as you guys said, the original G1 toy that was like that. Like that. People don't understand how to appreciate exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. They just want they were spoiled. Okay, I'm just gonna say a certain group of fan base have been spoiled on how third party looks and how they're able to get things done, but keep on forgetting that they're able to do that because they have no regulations, they have no
And they
limits,
have no budget
and they have no budget. They
or no
if
budget limitations. There we go.
yeah, they have no restrictions. It is a fan made toy with no rail guards in place. So when Hasbro was able to make something like a big flipping Unicron, they had to do it outside of the toy realm, the outside of retail realm. But anyway, he looks good. I like how they do have ports on him to store all the little guns, like I was talking about earlier. I like my gun storage. Give me more of that, please.
Oh, even if you don't have the ports, you can just put them in inside of the bowls in his feet.
Yeah, you have that. The bowls in his feet. I do like how there's one beside his head.
Wait, is there?
Yeah, it's on the hook.
Oh, I thought you were meaning on the other side, where
Nah.
like on the G1 toy where he had the hole in his head where he could put the gun.
Yeah. Wait, does his head open up?
It might. No, we can have the
It might
visor and
split.
without visor.
Is there a close-up picture of the back of his head?
I uh, I don't know.
It is. There's a hinge on the back of his head.
Well, I don't know if that's a hinge or if that's just the panel, like the line details.
No. Okay. So I brought up the same thing that you're looking up at, right? And if you look at the side of his head, there's a pin.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. Oh no. On the back of his head.
Right there.
Yeah.
Huh.
Here, I'll take a quick screenshot and I'll share it with you.
I mean, it could be. I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's actually a hinge pin or if that's just. I mean, I can't really look at it right now because once I leave the window on my phone, it'll
Oh, okay. You're still
completely
on your
mute
phone.
me.
But yeah, if you guys can, so if everybody who's watching can look closely at his head, you can see the line starts like around mid head, like you can see the pin, and the line for whatever, like if his head can open up or whatever. Didn't he have different color eyes? Like, didn't he have like a set of blue eyes and a set of red eyes at one point?
No, he had a visor or just regular eyes in the
That
cartoon. It would switch between the two.
that could be it. It could be like his head can open up and the visor can swivel around for regular eyes.
What, like the Takara version, like the Unite Warriors?
Yeah,
I guess we'll see when they come out,
yeah, because
unless
like you
they
can.
point it out for themselves.
Yeah, it definitely looks like It definitely looks like he has a hinge on the back there.
Moving on, let's look at the panel because the rest of this I think is
I love
So we'll skip the Wild Kaiser
the
portion.
Liar stuff.
So I guess we'll get into this the announcement of timelines. So during the panel, they mentioned with timelines that this will be something that we'll do in 26 and 27 as well, taking the four most popular legacy characters of Optimus, Starscream, Megatron, and Bumblebee, and putting them in different points of Transformers history. So they're starting off this year with Hearts of Steel because it's something that fans have been wanting. It's something that's been done with third party with Mastermind Creations, and I think another company for the Bumblebee. I think it was
I I love
I can't remember the brand that did the Bumblebee.
um I love the fact that the group chat that me and Dalton are part of pulled up the TF Wiki post, and the guy who edited TF Wiki said, "I'll give up my firstborn child for a Hearts of Steel figure that we're fixing on talking to." And then someone said, TF guy better pay up."
That's funny.
It was so funny. I ended up showing my roommates, and they don't like Transformers, and they started having a laugh at that.
But yeah, finally, actual official Hearts of Steel Prime and Starscream, and they look really good too.
In
And they're
robot
all
mode,
deluxe scale.
Optimus's tank mode, train mode, on the other hand,
What about it?
it looks very Thomas the Tank Injury.
Well, what because okay, so Evan pointed out that they had to change it to make it fit with the deluxe, so they had to do what they could to make it a full locomotive instead of giving him the trailer passenger car.
Okay. It.
So they had to sacrifice what they could, and he even pointed out that the smokestack is mass transformed. It's as the full cannon right now, but this does flip in where you
Okay.
can have just the funnel.
I still won't be able to unhear the flipping the theme song though.
Well, someone else did a Photoshop of Mickey Mouse sticking out of the top. But yeah, Starscream looking like a Jules Verne slash Da Vinci flying machine
Yeah,
biplane.
he looks really good.
Yeah, but we'll get more into that when we look at
Like the pictures.
the official photos and the convention photos.
You know what I have to give them some serious claps for? They announced this. Not only did they announce this, right?
But
They,
it didn't leak. The only thing that leaked was the listing, and all we knew was it was a Hearts of Steel Optimus Prime 2-pack.
yeah. Well, not even just that, but they announced it and they had the toys ready and in hand.
Oh yeah,
No great prototypes, no coming soon. They're like, no, here they are, and they're done.
and they're going up for pre-order next Tuesday, the 11th.
Yeah.
So
So I have to get so my serious applause for this stuff for staying. I think I think because either A, they're finding out how the leaks are getting out, or B, whoever is leaking the stuff out got caught.
well, no, they've even said beforehand that they're going to try that they've been trying to get announcements done before figures could leak out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Listings are
Red
always going to
Alert
happen.
on the other hand, Prime on the other hand, those leaked out well before.
Yeah. But I mean, they're still trying to, because I mean, you can't really hard on like factory samples getting out there fast.
Yeah. They did it announced through the space bridge, and again, these will physically be shown at New York Toy Fair, so you don't have long to wait to see this Walmart capsule. We got Excellion from Cybertron, Sideways slash Noise Maze from
This made this
Cybertron. I
this made
cannot
me
wait.
perk up. Huh?
I cannot wait for this guy.
Yeah, same. Like as soon as I was just thumbing through the news, I was thumbing through the news, kind of going, okay, yeah, Excellion, that's expected. Oh, he is just a repaint. Then I saw this dude pop up, and I perked up in bed. Immediately, like, oh, okay.
Now, I don't think Evan said whether this is going to be a new mold or if it's a retool, but I'm assuming it's going to be a new mold.
Part of me, as of right now, I kind of don't care, but at the same point, we just had two new Cybertron figures get announced back to back.
Mm-hmm.
I know, yeah, one's a remold, okay, but it's still a brand new. It's still another toy because it's showing how much the Cybertron toys, they're how much they are selling.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think this might be a 2-pack. I don't know what the deal is with the Slug Slinger, unless it's just a straight reissue of the Titan's Return.
Maybe.
But with Sandstorm, he's going to have the handsome face, so no faceplate. He's going to have just the regular humanoid face.
Maybe more brighter. It's different color scheme and a different head.
Possibly a different color scheme.
Yeah,
but we don't know
because the toy was completely the toy was completely orange. It didn't have orange and yellow highlights.
Yeah, it's some yellow. It's some brighter color, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh no, not yellow. It just had it was just mostly completely orange or dark. It was orange and darker orange.
Either way, it's getting a reissue with a new.
I kind of hope. I really. Who's that? Misfire, right?
Slug Slinger. I hope he's in the cartoon colors, that darker color.
Yeah, I really, 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 really hope that it's just a reissue of the Titans Return, right? Titans Return.
Yeah, because he was severely short packed. Final wave.
A Slug Slinger, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I hope he's short packed and he's one of the two most expensive figures in that line right now.
Oh yeah, I mean even getting the Car Legends one is hard to do without paying an exorbitant amount.
Oh, like as of right now, if you want a brand new in the box Titans Return Slug Singer, it's like $60 to $70. A brand new in the box Takara versions is $100.
Yeah. Well, because it
So
comes with the newly molded Target Master.
that too, yeah, give give me that so I don't have to track down the old Target Master.
I'm sure they're going to include a Battle Master or Target Master of sorts. I mean, even if it's the original Takara one.
Yeah, and as someone who's still kind of riding his Titans Return kick and trying to recollect that line, like pseudo re-releasing a figure in a more accurate color scheme. If he has the more detailing, like his chest thrusters, I think are more painted instead of just being block. Yo, yes, yes.
Yeah.
I would gladly pay for a retail copy instead of the $50 for especially that's probably what they're doing. Probably the budget on the figures have gotten increased, so they're probably able to bring the character the mold back. But since they have the more budget, they're probably able to include more paint.
Possibly.
That's a nice idea though.
So we
Who
got
is
Iron
that?
Fist. We got Iron Fist, who has been renamed because the whole Marvel thing with the character. He's going to be called Fist Iron, which is kind of a callback to the BotCon 2010 one, which was called Physitron. So Fist Iron, Physitron, it's same letters.
I've never heard of this character before.
Yeah, you have.
Where?
There was the BotCon 2010 one, which was a pre-tool or pre-paint of the Auto Trooper. It was a retool of the
Brooke.
Cybertron mode Ratchet. Um, there was the original one, which was one of the was it the Light Formers or something like that? He was a Humvee,
Yeah.
and then there was the IDW character who got a third-party toy from Mech Ideas.
I'm looking at the wiki page right now. Yeah, he was a Humvee that had the weird light scope gun on the top of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's independent from publisher for 2010.
And he's one of the wreckers, and then Carnivac is a Mayhem member.
Unused concept of a Combiner Wars Iron Fist toy birthed the character Ironclad, who went on to be mentioned in of Masteries and Mayhem Pro story Lively Pursuit alongside a separate IDW inspired Fistron. Oh, okay. It's just to be more correctly, it's just the G1 version of this character. I have never heard of seeing this character before.
But he's going to be a partial off of Hound. I don't know if it's going to be the Earth Mode Hound or Siege Hound. Hopefully, they give him kind of the Humvee look.
All they have to so looking at the Humvee and looking at like Earthbound Hound, if it is a partial, all they really have to do is just get the legs and the chest down, and all they have to really do is just change the backpack up to give the oops, knock my
An
mic down.
enclosed body, yeah.
Yeah, that's all they have to do.
But Evan confirmed that Carnivac is going to be a partial off of Titan's Return, Wire or Wolf Wire or Weird Wolf.
Weird Wolf.
No Pretender gimmick. He's going to have the Titan Master that's going to look like the internal bot, I believe. And they have fixed the issue with Wolf Wire. He made that very clear.
What issue is that?
The canopy piece for Wolfwire to store the headmaster
that's right,
is notorious for the hinge like disintegrating.
Yeah, okay, I remember now.
Because it was a mix of soft plastic and translucent, and somehow that combination was catastrophic.
That's why you can find Weird Wolves on eBay for cheap. But what was it? Weird Wolf finally got his repaint. He finally got his reuse.
Well, he got a couple reuses. I mean, he got the Takara Legends and then the retro style release from Walmart.
Well, I mean, not that are not repaints of the same character. Like we got another character out of it.
Yeah. And then the Studio Series 2-pack of the Decepticon Ground Trooper and Decepticon Elite Air Trooper. They are going to have newly sculpted heads and new weapons. Evan confirmed this will be the Earthrise Runamuck mold and the Earthrise
Ramjet.
Ramjet or Dirge mold.
I'm fine. Like this is obviously a really good. So yes, these to confirm that who's never played Devastation, that these guys do have color variants. So
yeah, there will be a yellow one and I think the purple.
Yeah,
Conehead Seeker.
Yes. So we can have another 2-pack. Not only can we have another 2-pack come along, these are meant to be troop builders. So don't just get one. You're going to be wanting to buy multiples.
I'll probably just get one due to shelf space and money.
I'll get one of each, right? Just so I can have the color variants.
Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna get multiples of the same unless they go on clearance.
I was just about to say that. If I ever find these suckers on clearance or on sale, I was like, it's like, oh, they're half off, or they're like $10 for 2 of them. Yeah, I'll pick them up.
Perceptor, Evan also confirmed he will have some updated tooling, so probably more accurate to the show. So he probably won't have the triple changing feature. Probably will, but he probably won't have the treads on the legs.
They probably found a way to hide them,
or just get rid of them altogether.
Yeah. And I was just about to pick up. I was just about to start picking up a bunch of the 86 figures, including him, that I don't have. And then they announced this, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to wait again. I said this before. I like it when they include multi packs like this. If it's just a deluxe character and comes with a couple of mini bots, this is such a It feels like it feels like an expansion pack, right? But at the same time, it fits the theme of the '86 movie because this legit happened. He was attacked by Rat-Bat and was saved by Ramhorn.
Even though it was like for 3 seconds, but Evan also made clear that if they made an appearance on screen, they will be in Studio Series 86.
Where's our dead wind charger?
Well, yeah, that's one rumored thing that's going to happen. Daniel saying, I'm hoping for 86 Voyager pack with the cassettes of Ramhorn, Rat-Bat, or new molds. Yes. So Ramhorn is a completely new mold. Rat-Bat, I don't know if he's going to be a new mold, but Evan made sure to point out that he will be getting his little boosters / satellite dishes.
So I'm kind of so here's the big raise the eyebrow situation. So he has a possibility of being the same like ish mold, right? They could retool a little bit because the only hint so far of what of the 86 liter Soundwave is going to be is that we have Frenzy and Rumble, and that's it.
Well, then now Rat-Bat, so we could get a new Laserbeak and Ravage to go with it.
If if we haven't seen Laserbeak or Ravage yet, which arguably are a little bit more popular than Rumble and Frenzy, especially Laserbeak.
We could get them in a multi-pack with a rewind because we still need a non-translucent rewind.
Yeah. We could easily, like, who else was in that? Who else did they fight in the movie?
That was it. It was Rumble, Ravage, Laserbeak, Frenzy, and Rat-Bat.
No, who could they pair up with as a figure-wise? Like a bigger figure.
I don't know.
Dang it, because like the only other scene that I remember seeing the cassette bots in is in Astro Train.
And they were with Soundwave.
Yeah, and they were fighting with the Constructicons, which were getting the Constructicons by themselves. So, yeah, a standalone unless
they'll probably do a deluxe multi-pack of the 3.
Yeah, unless they really do pull the trigger and just say screw it and include Laser Ravage and Rewind in Soundwave. But no,
I don't think they're going to include 3 cassettes because they did that with the last one and it was just a repaint of Earthrise.
Reprint of Earthrise. They included the Studio Series 86 Frenzy. Yeah, they would have to make it a multi-pack by itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, this got me super excited because I like seeing multi-packs like that. Is that it?
And they did some Q&A, but they did announce Skybite.
Oh, they actually
he's incredible.
Yeah, He looks so good. They did like.
There we go. And Heat Wave.
And with Heatwave, I have to admit something.
What?
I have never yet to mess with that bulkhead mold.
Well, there you go. This will be my fourth one because I have both releases of Bulkhead and Breakdown.
It's not that I don't want it. It's just that I never just really. It's one of those molds that always escapes my want list, you know. And it always pops up when I don't have money. Like, oh snap, I need to buy this character. Well, I can't right now. Goes buy something else, and like, crap, I keep forgetting.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get it. I've got Chase. I like Heatwave better as both design and character.
Yeah.
Like it's Steve Bloom, so.
Oh, Protoman. I was watching Protoman's his short discussion about all this, right? And he pointed out the best, where the people who grew up on Rescue Bots, right? The target audience that was 5 years old when Rescue Bots was on, when it first came on, right, are now 19.
Ugh,
They're
making me
now,
feel old.
yeah, they're now out of high school, because we have to remember this. People commonly forget that Rescue Bots was supposed to be canon with Prime, and and it started around the same time as Prime. It either started in 2010 or 2011.
I think they were concurrent with each other.
I'm double checking the release date.
But while you do that, Evan did demonstrate with a copy of Skybite that, much like in the show, his head could tilt down like he had that like Muppety thing with his head in the show.
Because he always he kind of just poked up out of the water and
Yeah, kind of like a dolphin.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Or even in the sky because he flew around.
Yeah.
He also has 4 points of articulation in the tail, so he's not just a rigid shark like the last couple of releases.
We can actually make him flop. I want some of the stuff. That's exactly what I want to see now. I want to see some of the Transformers stop animators. Just have him on a desk flopping like a fish. You know.
Rest in peace, Peter Spellos. I think he passed away in 2023.
It was right after I started at Target when I got the news. I
So
think I want to
22
say
or 23, somewhere around there.
Yeah. I want to say it's 2023.
I would have loved to have him sign this.
Because that made me cry, is because he passed, and then 2 weeks later his toy got announced.
Or leaked. The listing got leaked.
It leaked. The listing got leaked. So it was like, oh, the timing of this.
And it looks really good too.
Oh yeah, the detail on it, man.
I really hope we get a Generation Select Cyber Shark out of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because all you have to do is make him in green. Yeah.
Yeah. The chest needs to be all gray. Replace all the yellow with green.
I actually had
a very low amount of blue because he was mostly gray with a blue gradient.
If it's Gen Selects, you better put some vac metal chrome on that thing, because that was a transmetal too. And
they're not going to do that. They're not going to do vac metal. They're just going to do more metallic.
Just let me wish. Let me dream.
All right, so we'll get into that shortly. Okay, so we'll get into
the
enhanced. Wait, what? Okay, why are these the same?
Rescue Bot's first episode was December 17th, 2011.
Wow.
Yep, it's 14 years old now.
So here's our in-hand images of Starscream and the other Hearts of Steel figures.
Yeah.
And yeah, they look good.
Something like this, all four. It wasn't just the fact that we got one set; it's the fact that we got two sets. Without now we're going to sans listing aside, because those are always going to be updated first before we see figures. But the fact that we have two sets, 4 figures that did not get leaked, and this is a very high fan demanded set of designs,
and one of which never got any third party toy either. Megatron never got any third party toys.
Nope, Megatron didn't, but I know Bumblebee, Optimus, and
Starscream and
Starscream.
Shockwave
Yeah.
did.
I look at Valangelis's infamous review trying to make the Shockwave one float.
Yeah, and Evan did point out that if these sell well enough, like this is also like testing the waters for designs like this. If these sell well enough, they could inject some of these into uh, generations. So we could get a
Yes.
2-pack of Thundercracker and Skywarp. We could get the Insecticons. We could get like he
Yes.
said that Mark wanted to try to make the Shockwave work, but it just couldn't fit anywhere. It would have to be a Commander or a Titan, especially with them going with the smaller size for Titans.
Yeah.
Because in the comic, Shockwave was huge.
Yeah. Oh god, even third parties were trying to especially third parties at the time, which were like even third parties at the time kind of made you kind of grit your teeth and kind of do the thing you suck it through your teeth like, yeah, they made him big, all right, but is it good? Don't buy it.
I mean, the MMC one was pretty good from what I hear.
I'm only going off of like 2 of them that I know of, but still, the fact that we're getting these and they didn't get leaked is astonishing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if everybody who's watching, oh, I gotta put the stream back up so we can watch the chat. Was Samsung's character models in the G1 cartoon and some details that weren't carried over from the toy, like a different departure from the toy to animation. Oh, he said I prefer the Devastator with a visor, and he looks sweet because when we see him with eyes, it looks off. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I mean, Devastator with eyes is like the new version of the thing, like
Yeah,
beady little red eyes, big monobrow.
yeah. And I'm hoping for the SS86 Voyager pack of the cassettes and of Ramhorn and Rapat are the new molds, and the Perceptor is going to be the same as the original release. I mean, even if they say if they said they're going to do some light retooling, all I have to do is just swap out the legs and a few parts. So if it's a good way to
Yeah.
get an updated version of the character out there while getting us some cassette box, I'll take it. But yeah, yeah, like I said, like if the we okay, this is one of those cases we all can look at this and say these are going to sell.
Oh yeah. I
These
mean,
are
I've heard nothing, or most for the most part, nothing but good things. I mean, one of the groups I own, they're dogging it because the train for Prime looking like something out of like Mickey Mouse.
um
But yeah, the Megatron looks phenomenal. People are saying, "Oh, is this our way we could get Psykill because of the giant wheels?"
not
No.
really, because like the way he transforms, that he just literally just balls up and just lays face first on the ground.
Yeah, Bumblebee looks phenomenal.
Yeah, he
Evan said no, he's not going to come with a Centurion head.
now see for me is like this, like I've seen yeah, he looks comic accurate. They were able to squeeze him down very nicely.
Hmm. I
Now
mean,
Optimus is
Prime looks for the most part accurate, except for the changes they had to make it work for deluxe class.
yeah. I mean,
But
like again,
DNA, some other third party add on will make a train car for them.
yeah. Like we say, like we say a lot of times in this podcast, we understand when people have to make sacrifices for it to work in certain size scales.
This looks so good. No, not a lot
It's
of waffles, except
so
for the fact that the feet fold up.
it's whoop-de-doo, but still, this thing has no kibble on it, and you can't say the wheels are kibble because that's design. Those things are there in the comic,
Hmm.
and
Prime
he's
looks
all cleaned up
fantastic all
too.
around.
He's
Starscream has a little bit, but again, the way the feet
eh,
fold in.
aside from the head flap up next to his head, he's cleaned up as well. But they're all super
Now,
cleaned up.
Bumblebee on the other, a little bit of a backpack, but it's fine.
Dude, but still, like they did a phenomenal job on those guys.
The interns, on the other hand, with Heatwave here,
What
like they did not even plug in his waist, and it just looks
it
awful.
looks so bad. Yeah. Thanks to thankfully we know this mold already, so we know how he's supposed to be transformed a little bit more. But yeah, this is so horrible. Just pull it out of the box and put it on the shelf, please. But it rattled around in the box. Just put it on the box. Take it out of the box. Put it on the shelf, please.
Yeah, I'd love to have Steve Bloom sign this.
Yeah. I find it funny how the reveal of the second wave of Age of the Primes was only just the Voyagers and the whole entirety of the wave itself. Because Age of the Primes,
We'll see them at a New York Toy Fair. Like,
yeah,
they just want to get these out because they're Voyagers, they're larger scale. People love Skybite. There's a lot of fans of Heatwave.
yeah. I mean, the fandom, the fandom was already kind of the fandom was already crying at the loss of his voice actor,
Yeah.
and so they knew that this was going to be a highly anticipated figure. So they knew
And
that,
the fact that during the presentation at Cybertron Con, they showed Skybite and Heatwave, like, you know that those were going to be revealed
yeah,
earlier. The
we
only
saw
other
this,
one that was kind of teased was Vortex.
yeah, and that's probably what they're waiting. And I mean, if they really want to pull out a showstopper already, go ahead and bring out a prototype of Vortex.
Yeah.
And not just prototype of Vortex, maybe Vortex and maybe someone else, like maybe Swindle, because we know Swindle is on those listings as well.
Yeah, but he's not in any other wave of this year.
This year, they could, like I said, they could bring out a prototype and
I
be like,
don't.
"Hey,
I don't think they're going to reveal Swindle that early. A
which
full year early, nah.
yeah, because Age of the Primes Wave 1 is the first quarter of 2025, and the second wave is in Q2. I mean, yeah, I mean, like some people already have a few of these figures in hand already.
Oh, except for Skybite, yeah.
Yeah, except for
Like
these.
some of the wave ones, they already have like PvP and a couple of others that got them before PvP.
Yeah, because they're
Have
actually
have the
because
Fallen and Grimlock.
yeah,
Get into this in a moment. Let's see if there's anything else here.
I was gonna say, are we finally to that point? Are we finally
Nope.
to the biggest news of this stream,
Nope.
of this podcast? Oh, and the packaging. The packaging looks phenomenal.
Yeah. I mean, I also have a. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole steampunk thing with the Cybertronian writing.
Like every bit of this that did not get leaked, from the packaging, from the figures to it all, is just again like you guys got your stuff locked down at this point.
Let's see what else is there.
I
This is
think I
all
think we're finally here.
not quite yet. We still got some more images here. You can see them compared. They are the same scale.
Yeah.
Bumblebee's just a little bit shorter, but yeah, they're still all deluxe scale. So these, if I had to go by price, it'd probably be about $50 per pack.
I mean, it's kind of makes sense because like Starscream's obviously bigger than Optimus. So and this is more of a premium, like these are going to be only available through Hasbro, I'm guessing, right?
Probably Pulse and maybe fan channels like Entertainment Earth and Big Bad and Amazon, but yeah, they're not going to be mass retail.
I just saw one of the pics that little like price tag thing said exclusive on it. So more like I see it says exclusive.
Yeah, it's Pulse exclusive.
So yeah,
so you might be able to get it on Big Bad.
But still, like, was it Big Bad? Both Big Bad and Hasbro, they're going to sell out.
Oh yeah.
This is not. This is going to be of a set an alarm because this is going to sell out.
Well, if I remember correctly, it's going to be 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern. What?
Yeah, he's got the train themed head.
It's the very night themed head. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got the smokestacks for the antennas.
Well, even here on it is for the exhaust pipes. You get the silver for the what would have been the windows on the chest.
Yeah.
I don't think the chest opens.
No, not for it. Probably won't.
It might for a Matrix. Like they're gonna try to there's a seam there.
Yeah, maybe.
Watch it be exactly like the MMC one, where it's just plugged on the bottom of that pan of the smoke box.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's just like molded in, like what they did for the flipping Hot Wheels one, that'd still be cool. You know, they took the time to actually to put it to do it in there.
We could see how the
smokestack transforms.
Smokestack opens up to flip out the cannon. Bumblebee's got his little hammer and pistol. Megatron's got his cannon cannon that can either plug into his hand or right here on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, very well done.
Oh, very. Like this was the like in between this and the big news, these were the showstoppers.
Is it me, or does Megatron look like he's like wearing like a powdered wig?
Now that you say that, I can't see it.
It's been eating at me since I've looked at this the other day or yesterday. Oh no, the other day because were announced what, Thursday? No, Friday. Yesterday.
Yeah,
Never
Friday.
mind.
Yeah, yesterday.
I'm scatterbrained.
They specifically said, yeah, the panel happens at like 11 a.m. Eastern, which was 10 a.m. for me. That's the first thing I did. I made sure I set an alarm, woke up, and I instantly went to TFW to see what all the announcements were.
Yeah. I mean, Megatron's got a very simple transformation, but you kind of got to with this cannon design.
Well, not just that, but like when you really think that he's just a he's just a simple cannon. It's just like the dude's just gonna ball up and just roll on wheels. So he ain't gonna be complex.
That artwork looks so good.
Yeah, like when it comes to like special like what I've been doing lately is that if it's even in some like the crossover ones, like I open up the Knight Rider one through the box way because there's nothing special about the box.
Mm-hmm.
Open up the Ghostbusters one, the box wasn't special, so I threw it away. So but the box is special. Like I opened up the flipping Stranger Things one, but the box is so cool. I have yet to throw the box away because it's so different.
I don't think I've thrown away any of my crossover boxes.
If the box like if the box doesn't contribute anything really cool like the Stranger Things box, and it just looks the same, I throw them all away because I also don't have the room anymore. I still have the comic edition boxes because they do something cool.
Yeah. Bumblebee's train mode's always been weird to me because there's no cab, doesn't look like there's any way to like drive it, I guess.
Pilot, I think is the correct term for a train.
No, you have your engineer and your fireman, so I guess the engineer would be the driver.
Yeah.
It's just weird. He just has a couple of gauges up here and the smokestacks and maybe a couple of valves on the back. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very odd. I think we've come full circle.
Yep.
So now is the time to talk about the big boy.
To finally talk about the biggest news out of the whole thing. Arguably
and some of the more controversial, I guess, with some of the choices.
So
The designs.
this is definitely where I'm going to just go ahead and say the few things. Yes, he does have parts forming, but at the same time, we've come to acknowledge that certain combiners, when it comes to certain parts of a combiner, we're going to need a separate piece if we want it to be stable.
Well, I think the biggest problem with how he combines is the fact that Jaguar or Jaruga doesn't really do anything.
No,
It's just the separate hip piece, and then he just sits on the back like a toddler strapped onto a papoose.
well, his legs do insert into it. That's where the wheels come from on the hips.
No.
Oh, they do.
Those no. Those wheels are completely separate.
They are, because I know there's a picture out there, and it shows that his legs do go into that hip piece for him to be in it. I think you have to go to the gray scales.
Now there is an image showing like a full color version. I just don't know if it was in the video or the turnaround.
No, it was in the video. Because someone I was watching TJ. I was watching TJ's TJ Omega talk about it last night.
Maybe it's here during the stream. I don't know. But it shows 6 wheels and Daruga only has 4. is it? Oh, don't tell me I closed the tab with the prototype. Oh no, here it is.
I was gonna say it's
somewhere here. It's not here. Oh well. But yeah, it shows like the two wheels here of the car, then two more here. Yeah, I think two here. Yeah, and then the big ones on the hips. It's just very weird.
I'm trying to find the.
Anyways,
the image from the back. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, so I've already heard about that, right? When people talk about the way he combines, it was bound to happen because of how because in the show he balls up and becomes the thighs and the crotch section. When even third party people admit that the only way they can really do that in a toy way is to include a some kind of hit piece, some things just don't work in physical form. Right?
I guess.
But
Second.
Uh-oh. This is where I can openly admit I never watched Victory.
I mean, I haven't either.
I did find out you can watch all of Victory subbed on YouTube, so it's better than paying the flipping $200 for the DVD set.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I had to look up the price of the DVD set last night, and yeah, it's $200. No.
Anyways, here we've got Leo Zach showing off a little bit of the robot mode. Jet mode, he's a F-14, and it's a very long jet strapped to a very tall robot.
It kind of does suffer from the Victory Saber syndrome, where he's like that because he literally has to fold himself in half.
Yeah.
And
then you got his lion breast or lion chest, because Hasbro calls them chest masters or chest animals instead of breast force.
Because in America, breasts are associated with tits.
Well, you could still get rid of the A, and it'd be like, oh, breast, as in breastplate.
Repeat previous sentence.
I mean, chest isn't any different. Either way, we got Skyhawk, who is a MiG. I can't remember the exact specifications.
I don't know what it is. He's the standout for me.
Is it because he's pink?
Maybe. I mean, the color does stand out. Like his design really stands out. I like how his chest animal folds up really cleanly on him.
Well, and they all turn into the weapons too. For those who don't know about the breast force, is their chest plates turn into weapons.
Hence the giant peg. Just swing.
You got Hellbat or Elbat. I mean, both the video and the thing showing all the characters has different names. The Combiner Wars calls him Fellbat, so call him whatever the hell you want.
So it's kind of weird. So if you look at the official picture that has Leo Kaiser and all the individual people, it says L. It says
Hellbat.
It says L. No H, right? But
well, I'm talking about the one where it shows like Leo Kaiser, then all the members on the side.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's like so weird. I don't know why they're doing it. I think it's because they don't want to have a curse word, but yet we have a lot of stuff that has death in the name, like Deathsaurus.
Yeah. Oh, it was in the video or somewhere. It showed. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, Elbat.
What the hell? There's one that actually had the H there.
No, it's the actual video. The announcement video actually had Hellbat in it.
Anyways, He looks really good. You got the was it the salt jet mode? And there's his little bat, which looks like a demon head.
Yeah. It like I have no again, I have no ties with Victory. Like I've only heard of Leo Kaiser before. So this is like my first real exposure to these okay, not my first real exposure. I was just looking at a Leo Kaiser. Like it wasn't until the past year when the rumors started going around where I started looking at Leo Kaiser stuff.
Not even the Combiner Wars.
I actually had that one at one point.
So see, you've had exposure to Guy Hawk and Fellbat,
But
Iron
I didn't
Bison, Drillhorn.
but I didn't know he was based off of and I thought he was just a exclusive like repaint. I didn't know he was he was actually based off of real characters.
You didn't do any research?
I bought it because it looked cool. Rule of
You
cool.
didn't do any research?
No. This was also back in like 2016 when I just bought a lot of stuff because it looked cool. And I got my first credit card, so I was spending a lot of money.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Anyways, we got Jaguar or Joruga as the what's the katakana, I guess.
Yeah. Now I
Refers to him.
he's a good example of I like it when the chest animals are able to fold up and you can't tell that they're going to come out as a separate animal. Like
Yeah.
how they really integrate themselves really good into the design.
Well, especially when you look at the color scheme of the chest animal.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get some of the design here with the like the little nose there on the helmet, the ears.
Well,
Like
that
all of
also
them have elements of their
their
animal
name.
on their
Yeah.
head.
I mean, yeah, but like you're telling me the bat name guy kind of looks like a bat, but like there's nothing like on him especially like you can't tell like his chest will come out and make a smaller cat.
Yeah. When you get the Baja buggy with the missiles, and then the waist piece clips on to form an even larger missile pod.
Which again, I repeat myself. I like it when they're able to take an accessory piece like that and at least try to make it look like something rather than just, yeah, it's just an extra headline around, literally.
I mean, look at the color scheme of this compared to Jaguar himself. Like, it
Well,
doesn't.
exactly, but even when he hides away, the Jaguar dude still has hints of red all over his body, so it still kind of pseudo blends in because he had red eyes, he has red missiles, you know.
Here's the two most controversial ones because of just how much is on them. It's a lot like what trying to think of a recent combiner that had the same issue. Someone else was pointing out the same thing, but there's just so much kibble on Kill Bison. Like the size of his legs is just so bulky
Yeah.
compared to his hips, his arms. And then the thing that irritated and pissed me off the most, tank mode. This is not a tank. This is a brick with a child's toy gun strapped to the top. It doesn't look anything like the actual tank mode that he's based on. Doesn't look anything like the G1 toy. Not even like the cartoon. I don't know what happened here, but it's terrible.
So I went back and I looked at so I heard this complaint too because so my like I said my original exposure to Leo Kaiser is limited. So I went back and looked at the original toy. The original toy looks just as dumpy. Like,
but it looks like the actual tank that it's based on. It's based on the Flak Panzer Gepard, which is what the tanks from the Energon combiners were based on.
You said Gepard?
Yes, the Flak Panzer Gepard. It was an anti-aircraft tank from Germany.
Oh, it's a Gepard. GE. I mean, that's fair, but at least they slope a little bit. They don't come to a complete flat wall stop like this and the G1 toy do.
But at least both the G1 toy and the real tank looked like the character model instead of whatever they're going for here. Because this comes way up, like you got this stock coming off of it, and then laser guns on the side.
So why it has the why I have my biggest question is now now the only complaints that we can drive from is from the handful of pictures, and I'm gonna actually pull up the was it with Evan messing with it because I want to try to get a different angle on the top of the tank.
Oh, the gray model. Well, I'll
Yeah.
have to bring that up here in a minute. But right now we're just looking at the
Oh, okay. So we're talking about that picture.
renders.
Okay. No, I'm trying to see why they made certain decisions. Um. Okay. I mean, I a it has to be flat like this because it's a foot.
Well, that and the combine. I think the problem is they're focusing too much on the combine mode. And in this case, the vehicle modes severely suffer from it, except for Jaguar because he doesn't really do anything for the combination.
Yeah, but I mean, agreed. But when it comes to a combiner or any triple changer, weirdly enough, something's gonna have to give.
Yeah, but it just doesn't look like they tried at all with this tank mode, especially when we get onto the next one. Which, yeah, we'll look at his chest animal. Looks fine.
Yeah, cute little bison. Okay, keep talking. I'll be right back. I gotta go get something.
I don't know. I mean, Rodimus Primal was there. You know, just talk to people listening too. Rodimus Primal was there. I commented about what happened. He said like Evan said something about making sure it's both accurate to the cartoon, the toy, and able to combine. All well and good. You could have still done that, but the G1 toy still did better because the cannons popped off on a separate piece, and you still had the proper Flak Panzer turret, in the center, and it was still able to combine just fine. So I just don't know what the hell happened with this design for this particular figure and toy. I don't know. Let's see what here's the primes wave. Okay, that's the same comment from earlier. There we go. Can I begin to think about what we're getting unlocks price? Oh boy.
Is back. Okay, sorry about that.
Kill Bison was actually the first Transformer character to be given to give you the bird, flip you the middle finger before. I mean, yeah, that was in the cartoon, and even Iron Factory did that too. But what were you saying? Hmm? Hello? Hello, hello? Okay. You said you were back, and then now you're muted.
My headset died literally as I put it back on.
Oh. You got it plugged back in now, or?
Yeah, I have it plugged in and charging, but I have to angle myself because it's weirdly where I put the new charger now.
I guess we'll move on to Drillhorn, who, I mean, again, Robo Mode, really chunky, tiny size, lots of kibble. But then you get into the tank mode, and it's just fine. Like, I don't know what happened with Kill Bison. But yeah, the drill tank on Drillhorn is just fine. It looks the way it's supposed to in every way. So I don't know what happened. I don't know. It's just one of those things that throws me off, throws up my OCD, and just irritates the hell out of me. And then, of course, his test animal is a little rhino. It's fine.
I am the rhino.
And then for our first stretch goal is going to be Death Cobra. Really chunky helicopter, especially back here.
But it's chunky for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's fine. I can't remember what he's supposed to be based on, but it just reminds me of the Hind from Call of Duty. If you want, you can have him as a shoulder cannon. He was also designed to be the arm because, again, he'd never had an official toy before. Iron Factory did one, but he was intended to be the arm of Lao Kaiser.
But because apparently they killed him off in the show before he became an arm, so that's why a lot of people are trying to make him the arm because it's fan service.
Well, then as intended. I think he was I think there was supposed to be a toy made, and it just never happened.
And I do like how the shoulder mounted cannon is new, and they said they included that because that's a new.
So you could have all 7 together, yeah.
Yeah, which you know what? Again, like that's it doesn't really take much from the main figure. It kind of adds a little bit to it. I dig it.
And then we got the Nunchaku, which is the 16,000 backer goal. There it is all together as weapons. And then the display stand, was it for 18,000 or 19,000? We'll say 18.
Hold on, I just had the HasLab stuff up. I just had it up. Where's it at?
Well, yeah, don't give us a number of what it's at yet. We'll focus on that when we get towards the end.
I'm just going to give the unlock tiers. It's 13,000, 16,000, 18,000.
Okay.
Now the stand I'm finding kind of I'm really kind of like, because
it's got 6 slots in it.
Yeah, not only does it have 6 slots, but also look at the base too.
It's got these little teeth in it for.
Yeah. So my conspiracy theories brain, putting my tinfoil hat on, right, is that we're going to get 2 more segments. We're going to get 2 more segments and at least 6 more posts. Because somebody said, wouldn't it be nice if we could display all the figures at the same time? Not combined. Someone said that out loud. And I'm like, if I'm guessing at a future stream, kind of like what they did for Cerebos for Omega Prime, and their actual display base for Omega Prime, where at a later stream they'll show off that that's not the full base. We're going to get like a base actual display. Because each display base that we've had so far, minus Unicrons, has always had some kind of like really cool secondary function, where Victory Sabers can display it both in a like taking off motion or just hold them up, and not to mention the design is really cool. Deathsaurus has the flipping chair, and the chair can hold all his weapons, right?
Yeah. As well as the Eagle chest.
Yeah, and Omega Primes. It doesn't really do much, but they're long enough. They're both displays are long enough so they can hold Omega Prime, but you can put them together to make a display road.
Yeah, it's the Space Bridge Highway.
Yeah. So if every single one of them has either looks cool or does something secondary, that's what they're holding. Is that this does something secondary later down the road?
Yeah. That's it for the CADs here, I believe. Yeah. And of course, holding the gun.
Yeah. Also, Dalton can confirm this, and I had to go back and remind our chat, but when we were taking final bets on January 28th, because I put bets that it was either going to be Primus or Leo Kaiser. and you not believe how happy I was when it was Leo Kaiser. I was actually hoping it was Leo Kaiser over
Yeah, I
Prime.
was too. I mean, I was still holding out hope for Animate Omega because he said, was it Nathan or whoever the new guy is, says he was supremely confident.
Yeah, supremely confident. I think I
So,
think I think they I think they know that we lean in a little too heavy into their clues. So sometimes I think they're trying to give us a red herring.
well, and then Emily, I think her name's Emily. I guess she's like the brand manager or something.
Yep.
Uh, Hinted in a text post that she's been watching a lot of Japanese G1. And that's what made people focus on Leo Kaiser, Grandis, Diatlas, or Big Powered, which includes Diatlas.
Oh, that's
Or
right. That's
even
right.
or even Landcross / the Multiforce. So, and then a lot of people hedge their bets on this or Landcross, which I'm glad it turned out to be this. And $300, you get 7 members. They're all like large deluxe, small Voyager sized, 12-inch tall combiner. It's. I think it'd be worth it.
So
Plus, it's never going to be retooled into anything unless they take off the arms and do the Autobot. Was it Rescue Force or whatever? Where it's got the weird like crane arms instead of the two bots. Like it's got weird little claw arms. And instead of this tank, it's like a little rescue claw tank. But yeah, go ahead and close that. Ooh, not that. I think we're. Oh no, we still got stuff from this. So, there are some of the block models here with some of the standees of members of Lyle Kaiser. So you got Leo Zach with his little chest gun. You got Guy Hawk with his gun, and Kill Bison back here. But you also get this piece for Jaruga, which is the waist and some missile pods here. Look at the Guy Hawk block model.
My flipping headset went dead again.
Oh.
No, my charger cord came out.
Oh.
I mean, if we look at the full price of everything, this if we don't include the bait, no, if we just look at the bait, if we don't, I'm trying. I have to put this the other way around. If it comes with everything, the Najaku, the base, the additional figure, plus the base 7 figures and their mini guys, it's worth the $300. Because, like what you mentioned earlier, these guys will never be reprinted. They'll never be repainted, and it's a niche figure, which thankfully, are you still there?
Yes, I'm just
Okay.
listening.
Okay. And judging by the sales of Death Swords and Victory Saber, there is a market for these Japanese figures, the Japanese only animes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say that this is going to be successful, but it won't be as successful as Victory Saber or the last 3 basically Labs. I have a feeling that it'll barely make it by the end of the campaign.
Well, and I think another problem is just like last year with Omega Prime, it's right around tax season.
Yeah.
Like, and lately, a lot of people have been having to pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not getting really much of anything as far as returns. Like, if anything, the best time to do these would be around summertime or autumn. Like, I don't know why they're insisting on doing them right at the beginning of the year. I don't know if it's because there a lot of other parts of Hasbro are doing theirs, like the Star Wars or G.I. Joe stuff is usually right around summer, autumn.
Looking at the production schedule of everything, right? Because both Death Swords and Omega Prime and now this were all advertised in the spring, earlier the year to the spring, and didn't come out till later the next year.
Well, Deathsaurus was later in the year.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was he was announced around Comic-Con, I believe.
Okay, and Victory Saber was announced around August.
Yeah,
So
same. Yeah, the year prior or year and a half prior. Omega Prime was announced and funded in January or like February to April.
yeah. Then ultimately I can't really say. Maybe it's just the news cycle.
I don't know. It just feels real close to tax time, and people are going to be paying more money to taxes. So it just feels weird.
When have we got a HasLab every year for the past like 4 years?
No.
What year did we miss?
So I believe Unicron was announced in 2019, and then Victory Saber was in 21, 22. It was right at the start of Legacy.
But if okay, so
So
it's not
so
including
since
Unicron,
Victory Saber,
we've
yes,
had
we've
one.
had one every year.
Yeah. Um. Okay. So not yeah. So we can't. So yeah, Unicron's going to be the exception to this because he was the first, and that's when they first started initially rolling the stuff out.
And I
Um.
don't know. I don't know if I'd count Death Source because he came out in December, but then some people got him in January, so we didn't physically get one last year.
Well, I'm only thinking of the campaigns when the campaigns were launched. Like we've had one every year.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, I'm just tallying things up because now that means we have a yearly HasLab, we have a yearly Titan, we have 2 yearly commanders now.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this shit is getting expensive.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I kind of like what they're doing with I like what they're trying to do with HasLab experimenting, but at the same time, I can understand why they're releasing like out of the 5 HasLabs we're now on, 3 of them were Japanese only characters.
And one of them was a Japanese introduced character.
Is that what?
One of them was introduced through Japan, but then came over to America.
Oh yeah, Victory Saber.
No,
Thesaurus?
Omega Prime,
Well, I mean like
because
uh
he started off as a Japanese exclusive, but then there was the U.S. syndication, I guess, of Robots in Disguise.
well, I mean and I have a US version of the toy too. I'm talking about like we never got toys in the US and the show never came to the US outside from importing it. And there was no like official Hasbro release of it. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a case of so what would be the HasLab after this? Are we going to continue the trend of uh Japanese the Japanese exclusive characters, or are we going to finally roundabout and do something that everybody knows of? The reason why Omega Prime was so successful is because it was well known and everybody wanted that character.
I
So
mean, I
what
could
would
see
be
them doing Road Caesar to go up against Kaiser.
possibly?
Make it cheaper, make it 150, like they did with Victory Saber, because it's three members,
Yeah.
and you'd have the Brain Masters. Either that, or they could continue with RID and do Rail Racer.
Rail Racer. There we go. That's an idea.
But anyways, here's the first prototype after the block model. I really like that combined head, like the
Yeah.
full lion head. It needs more of a mane, but still looks really good.
And again,
Oh, okay, I was looking at it wrong. Okay, I was looking at this along with the head.
yeah. And again, like that, seeing it in gray just shows off so much of the detail that would be just washed out by like the greens and the pinks.
Yeah.
Do they have the foot on both sides?
Huh?
The tanks do they have feet on both sides of them?
I believe so. Yeah, because you get to see that there on.
Huh. So you can kind of, sort of mix and match it, like by like swapping the arms and swapping the legs, but that'd be about it.
Unless you want to use the feet as additional support, as
Yeah, give
equally
them
sized heels. Devastator, so they're about the same size.
So he's about the same size as Menasor, because Menasor was a head shorter than Devi.
Mm-hmm.
Which, hey, like if people gotta remember, Motormaster is it Motormaster? Menasor. People gotta remember that new combined skeleton is big. I know third-party people are going to make some kind of cover up for this because the dude's just hanging out back there.
Exactly, and then it was all well as what it's saying. So you get they're right behind here, but the wheels that form his hips are right behind the arms, and then you got the bigger wheels for the combined hips.
Is he holding on to the missile
wheels.
packs? Yeah, he is. He's holding on to his missile packs that go on the legs.
Yeah, so you could probably fold those up
to try to close that up a little bit
to hold up the hands, but then you'd have to rotate the head to hide it.
But you'd
Unless
still
you
have
could fold this down to cover. It looks like there's a hinge here.
It probably folds back for his robot mode.
Yeah.
But I can definitely see in like third parties just making some kind of like a legit back cover just to cover all that up already. Yeah. Oh, they're not even separate feet. They're just like back support.
They're heels.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, there it is. That's it. Go back. One more. Yeah, you see he has his legs stuffed into the waist piece.
So then, so you get full wheels here.
Yeah.
So 6 wheels.
So he's technically part of it.
He just barely plugs in, but I don't think he supports it. Does anything as far as structural support.
But then again, at the same time, to have actual like dedicated thighs and a waist was the smarter move if we want to have him to be structurally sound. Or else we would have another case of long haul from Combiner Wars where his legs would just be the thighs and we'd have to sacrifice his robot mode.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't want that. If it means a separate piece to have a good robot, to have a good figure stand alone, I'd rather just have just give me a standalone piece then.
Yeah, see, there's the gigantic missile pod.
At least you have
that car better have some good torque and good horsepower to haul that thing around.
Oh, look closely. No, go back. No, you're right, because if you look at his rear wheels, there's another set of wheels going over those. So yeah, he has 6 wheels.
Wait, right here?
Yeah.
No, because they were attached to here.
Yeah, no, like look at scroll like the mouse down, right? You can see that those secondary wheels are on a hinge connected to the thigh piece.
Huh. Oh, okay.
You see it now?
Yeah, so here, and then these...
Well, swoop back up.
That's so weird.
It's weird, but I like how they're trying to make it work as a secondary piece, because since it's a dedicated thigh piece and waist piece, they can do like little stuff like that to try to make it not just a weird just chunk just standing up by itself.
Just this though. This hurts. I don't like it. I'm turning into Andy from Little Britain. I don't like it. Again, then they do this and it's perfect. Like, why can't you have that same energy here? Like, he slopes down, becomes like a nice, sleek looking tank, and then you get a brick with a gun that doesn't even look like it should.
He's the. I almost tripped over myself before the touchdown. I'm just gonna say it like that.
And there's Death Cobra prototype. Okay, I see what you mean here. Here's the joint that you're talking about. So it's attached to this, but then to attach to him as a separate, like for the vehicle mode,
The wheels
this
probably
swings
come.
down.
Yeah, so those wheels can plug into his wheels in car mode to like fully make it connected, aside from just plugging into the legs.
Huh. So there's all the chest animals.
Yep.
So
I
many
mean,
little guys. So many little guys, and then you got the giant ones that come with the Deathsaurus. It'd be funny if you could interchange them between the different bots.
that would be awesome.
And you get Evan messing with Death Cobra. Oh. Lost my place.
I was gonna say you can just use the arrow keys as well instead of using your mouse.
Keyboard's over there.
Oh.
And you got the dedicated joints that come down for the combined mode.
Yeah. So TJ
Or
was
if you
pointing
want to
out.
be like that one kid at the Minecraft thing at a Comic-Con dedicated.
So it looks like the legs still do the traditional like collapse in, like
Yeah, well, and then
the
the hand is in one side of the leg.
yeah, that's why Death Corbo is like cannon mode is there. It's just because it's the arm place is just the hands is folded up. Um, but I do like how they figured out to give them dedicated hips, not hips, elbow joints.
Shoulders and elbows.
Yeah. Ultimately, when you go back and look at the Combiner Wars engineering in general, this is the natural evolution of that.
Mm-hmm. Of the rook joint.
Yeah.
I see there's the opening there, and then the hand would be on this side.
Yeah. The not just the combiner joint in general, but like how can we give it a way? How can we give it a
Collapsing joint without doing the slide.
with also without also compromising the main figure?
Yeah.
But
A big point of contention is also the gaps here in the forearms. Like, why have that open gap instead of having a panel there for this price?
yeah.
There's the nunchaku for 16,000.
Someone did point out that the whole nunchaku is going to able to come completely apart and form smaller separate weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, so you take this off and then put that end on it. Yeah.
Yeah, which you know that having the giant nunchaku for Leo Kaiser is cool, but having it do the consult thing where it can form smaller weapons for the individual components is, I love it when that happens because when the exact opposite happens, like a Power Ranger style, where everybody has their own individual weapons, but they all combine to form one giant thing.
Yeah.
I like. I guess that's the Power Ranger fan in me that just loves when that happens. Like Victorion, like when she has like one person has a shield and everybody else has swords, but when they
Yeah, then you
combine,
get the whole lightning bug
yeah, then you get the
spear
whole
thing.
yeah, then you get the whole giant sword thing that Victorion has.
Oh,
Because
wait.
I think that's another aspect of like yeah, see? No.
It already is. It might just come with extra stand pieces.
Oh. No, it's not one base, it's three small ones.
Yeah, it's 3 pieces and then one
Oh.
centerpiece.
Oh, it's definitely going to come with more centerpieces. Okay,
I mean,
so
I
yeah,
wouldn't be surprised if it comes with 3 more, like a whole nother,
it'll come with one to fill each spot.
or one extra, or 3 more of these pieces too. But we could have all of them separate, or maybe 4 extras. So you could have Death Cobra.
For me, what would be the big plot? Yeah, no, for me, I was just going to say that. The big plot twist when they announce if we do reach this goal is they'll include another one.
Well,
And
another one of these
another
full plus
another
one more triangle.
one more pole, one more triangle for Deathsaurus. Yeah, exactly.
No, one
Huh?
full one, and then another triangle for Death Cobra.
Yeah.
You said Deathsaurus.
Oh, my bad. I had the right figure in my head, but the wrong name.
And there's Death Cobra as the arm. Which I hope you can fold this down a little bit.
That does stick out a little too much.
Yeah.
My one question for you guys, and that is, are you guys going to be backing this like all the way, or you think it's going to be too costly? Not just the price, but what was the timing that was when it was planned?
Right now, for me, it's constant timing because I have to sell, additional stuff to be able to come up with the money for this. And if I can't, then I'm SOL. Like, I won't be able to get it.
Since it's far enough out, it's like a month and a week out. Like it's 44 days now.
43 more days. 43 and a half more days.
Yeah. It's far enough out for me where I can afford it. Like if you give me a month's time, I can get like $300, $400 together. That's because of my job and what I do for my side hustles. So I'm backer 935 33 53. So yeah, I've already backed it. Because it for me it looks really cool. It does enough, and I know just like what they did with Omega Prime, they're holding some secrets from us for our later stream. But just the base offering was more than enough to sell me. And besides, I'm already 5 for 5 on the rest of the Haslas. Might as well keep the trend going.
You mean 444?
Is it 4?
Yeah, it's Unicron, Star Saber or Victory Saber, Deathsaurus, and Omega Prime.
Yeah, 4 for 4. My bad. Now 5 for 5.
Let's see. Trying to find. See where we're at as far as backers.
Oh, seeing how far we are.
4,000. So if we want Death Cobra, or the nunchucks. There we go. If we want the nunchuck, up to the nunchuck, we're a quarter of the way there. If we're wanting just the base 6, we're 2/5 of the way there.
I can tell you, at least at the current growth rate, we'll make it. We'll at least get the base. We'll at least get the base set.
Oh, we'll definitely get the base set. Like that's a given. Like give it maybe 3 more days, and we'll be there.
Yeah. At the current rate, we're definitely getting the base set. We're definitely getting the base set. We're more than like we're 75% of the way. We'll probably get the Cobra guy as well. We might see like a Omega Prime situation where there was like a last just spurt of funding.
Yeah, because they have to include the other
the retailers, other countries, and everything. If that happens, like the both for Deathsaurus and Omega Prime, then yeah, we will get everything. So, seeing how we got 4,000 people in one day, yeah, it's not going to fail. It's not good.
All but Unicron have backed within the backing period. Unicron had to have an extension because I don't know. I guess Hasbro really wanted to do it.
Well, it's
and they probably flubbed the numbers on it too.
So multiple factors happen with Unicron. The price. This was the first time Hasbro has ever offered for a Transformer that flipping expensive. B, it wasn't really open to everyone. It was really only open to like what was it, the U.S. and a handful of countries.
I think U.S. and Canada, really.
Yeah. So
And then possibly the UK.
yeah, no, that's right, because UK had to put their pre-orders in through a separate company, and the Asia.
Yeah, through was it
Oh, I can't remember their name. But same thing with Japan and China and Asia had to do the same thing. They had to put their pre-orders in through a separate company as well. So that was the biggest contributor of why there was not that many pre-orders, because you're asking just pre-orders from just 2 countries. They're trying to work around and make it more accessible to a lot more countries. That's why the last couple of HasLabs have been more successful.
well, and then I think was it Death Taurus or Victory Saber? They got kind of screwed over with that one third-party retailer.
Desaurus.
That's right.
Because Victor Saber, everybody had no problem getting, but Desaurus was either not arriving or arriving late, or like arriving like super early. Like some people were getting their Desaurus like a month early.
Yeah. Let's see if there's anything updated as far as news goes. Does not look like anything's been updated.
Also, wasn't Unicron the first HasLab?
Yeah. No, he was the second one, I believe, after the sail barge.
Okay. So yeah. So like so Unicron had a lot of things going against it in that case. It was just not available to everybody. He was the second of this new crowdfunding thing that wasn't proved successful yet, so a lot of people were skeptical. Yeah, he just had so much working against it. Like if Hasbro really did flub the numbers, and kind of inflated it a little bit to make it happen, I'm still glad they did. Because it really did show that this thing could be successful. Because like, what if it was like the stupidest thing? Like, what happens if they were only like 10 orders away from getting it done? You better believe, as me as a company, I would definitely just go slightly reach over and just go funding done if it's within 10 orders, right?
Yeah.
Because you as a company could, that's within the margin of error too. Because what happens if people cancel the orders too?
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what they did, was by a few hundred numbers or something like that, and then they just gave some copies of Unicron either to the retailers or to some of the design team.
I want to say they gave some to retailers as well, because that would explain why out of nowhere there was that random Unicron restock some time ago.
Mm-hmm. What was it, 2022 or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Or just out of nowhere they had Unicrons in stock for like what, 2 hours?
Yeah.
But I'm
It
glad
was
I
a
got my
Big Bad and TF Source, I believe.
Yeah. So what I'm guessing is that one of the retailer partners backed out, and they were just like, well, we know people want these, and they're going to sell, so just
Well,
blew
no,
them
it's
out.
not that the retailers backed out. It's just probably some of their buyers backed out or something like that, or even Hasbro had some extra.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying like just in general, like they had a bunch of, or they had enough orders for them to back out to have they had enough orders they had enough orders be canceled so that they could sell them across multiple different things. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just like a handful like got canceled, like 1,000 of these might have got canceled. Or at least multiple hundred.
Yeah. Well, seeing as there's no additional news that I know of, I think that might be a good spot to stop it. And hey, look, we're under 3 hours.
Hey, we're under 3 hours this time around. Woo!
So I think that might be a good spot to stop it. So
yeah, because I gotta start getting up and going.
Yep, I need lunch and I need to do some stuff around the house as well. So
we
also got to do some shopping for tomorrow. We're doing a little bit of a barbecue, and I need to figure out what all I need to get.
Oh, understandable.
Alrighty, so let us know where we can find you.
As of right now, you can find me here on YouTube. Again, at either Werewolf Finder for all the toy reviews or Werewolf Finder Gaming, where for all my video game content, which we are currently playing through the Transformers the game, the 2000 movie tie-in game, and we're having some goofy fun with it. I remember getting hit once with barricade, and the dude literally did a barrel roll through like a good like halfway across the map. um, and we are on our quest to play every single console game, which I come to find out that a bunch of Transformer games were on abandonware, which means I had to add more games to that list. I thought I had to go all Jack Sparrow to find to play some of the games. Nope, they're on abandonware, which means they're free to play, they're free to download. So legally too, like you won't get in any repercussions to downloading those games. Research abandonware on your own guys' own terms, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. Next is gonna be after we get done with Transformers the game, it's gonna be Revenge of the Fallen for the 360. So if you guys want to check it out, I think Dalton's gonna put a link in the description.
Oh, I forgot to do that last time. Oops.
Wah wah. I'll send you a link to put in the description.
Right, and before I sign off, we got some comments here from Daniel. Said my one lad question or something like that for you guys is that, and that is, are you guys going to back this like all the way? Oh yeah, I'm planning to. It's just okay. So you already asked that. Okay, you commented on that one. He says he's not going to back this. Oh, back this up because saying that disrespectful or anything. Like I understand the following life hazards. Price. The 86 David is the one I'll have. Okay, yeah, I can understand that.
I mean,
Like
to be fair,
86 Davis Devastator is the combiner he's going to be getting for just because more affordable and my go-to and two maybe Superion. Yeah. Also, I can't wait for the tier list. Yeah, we're gonna do that here in a couple of weeks when we have a little bit more time. It's just there's so many characters on and figures on that list.
yeah. I mean, like
It's gonna
that
eat up another hour at least.
that honestly should be its own podcast, its own like thing. Anyways, if
Stream.
yeah, because if it's that many figures, yeah, it should have been its own. Which we're doing. So, but yeah, actually to kind of agree with you because it just made me realize that we have three combiners technically three combiners coming out this year. Because when Leo Kaiser finishes, you have to pay for it. So
Yeah.
you're paying for Leo Kaiser, you're paying for Devi, and then you're paying for Superion.
And then who knows what's going on with G2 Menosaur. Like that one could be completed this year too, if they really wanted to.
If they showed that if they're willing to go back and repaint Titans, which they've done three times already, I definitely don't think I definitely wouldn't put it past them if they were going to go back to repaint a commander class.
I mean, they've already done 3 out of the 4. There's a rumor that the 4th one's coming out. The 4th limb is coming out this year. So,
I still want. I think they're going to do it before the end of this year, but I think they will either sneakily release a Stunnicon.
I mean, I think Wild Rider is probably going to be in that Target 4-pack.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Who the Stunnicon? Not the Stunnicons. Who makes Bruticus?
Huh?
Who makes Bruticus? Like what team?
He's Vortex, Swindle.
I mean,
Brawl.
do they have a name like the Constructicons, the Stunnicons?
Yeah, Combaticons.
Combaticons. Okay, I think they're going to try they're going to try to sneakily release a Combaticon this year.
I mean, they already are.
What, Vortex?
Yeah, he's Wave 2.
Oh, he is. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, people, welcome to Combiner Wars 2.0.
I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, all we'd need is the next year or two is, I mean, Defensor is the next logical one, and then Computron. Then after that, who knows what they're going to do for Abominus and Predaking. I was having a discussion with another friend of mine that Predaking could be another Titan release, which I hope not, because that really strangled the budget on Predaking. They would have to do them as Voyagers, or like they're doing with Devastator, where maybe Rampage and Dive Bomb are a commander class, do Razor Claw as a leader class, and the other two as separate Voyagers.
You were reading my mind. I wanted to let you finish, but yeah, if they did Predaking, it would be the 86 Devi route, where every single limb would either be like only like the arms would be deluxes, but everybody else would be a Voyager or higher.
Yeah.
Especially the body. The body and the wings would definitely, that would be the that would be the weird Titan, not Titan, commander class, because those wings would have to be huge.
Unless they do Razor Claw and Dive Bomb as the commander class, and then the other three as separate Voyagers.
Yeah. Definitely.
But it remains to be seen. They're wanting to redo a lot of these things, because
look.
As much as people like what John Warren did, it wasn't the greatest.
No, it was good for the time because it showed what was possible. But now that we look back on it, it's like the whole like Combiner Wars versus Power of the Primes Superion debate, where yes, where I think was it the toy guy said it best. The Combiners War one will look better on your shelf. It does pop a lot more because the Power of the Prime ones is just mostly gray. But logically, the Power of the Prime ones will be better because it'll have the better posability, the better posability, the better stability, the better like he is an actual action figure that where you can actually pose and play with him and look cool and dynamic. Where the other one is like, don't move his arms. don't move anything. Don't touch him. Oh crap! He touched me. He's knocked down. Crap!
He's on him.
He'd already knocked down half the shelf. But yeah, he'll look good. He'll pop more because he has more colors on him. He'll pop definitely. But yeah, the Power of the Prime ones will be the superior one overall.
Age of the Primes.
Age of the Primes, yeah, my bad. The Age of the Primes ones will be the superior one overall. And I like the new direction they are. Like, if everybody can admit, if we had to go through Combiner Wars for them to relearn how to do combiners to get where we're getting now, I'm glad we went through those growing pains.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we have to make mistakes, and like sometimes we can't just barf up good. We have to experiment, and I'm glad we did the experiment done.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a good place to call it.
Yes, I was just about
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, my bad.
It's fine. That's not one of our streams if we don't go on a tangent near the end. But anyways, you already did your.
It's not one of these podcasts. So when we say, "Oh, we're going to end 30 minutes later."
Yeah. So you already did your outro. I'm going to do mine. You can find me everywhere at Daltonian95. I'm going to try to change it for Instagram so it all matches. But yeah, so catch you guys in the next stream here in the next couple weeks. We'll try to get that out for the tier list up 2 months into the year after the line that ended. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this stream, nearly 3 hours. So catch you next time. So
See
long.
You guys later.
Take care.
Bye.
Beast Wars, Alfredo. There we go.